Pickles. Sorry about that. I was going great guns, and then suddenly in the last half an hour, all of my energy's left. Which I will mention right now, I think is fucking rude. Can you hear me? Papa, can you hear me? Yes, you can. Now, first things first, I must apologise for the face. I've been trying a product called Dermatica. For shame. They offered me a free month and then a 80% off month and then back to normal, which I was never going to go back to normal because it's very expensive. Oh! Hello, Hob. So, there I was trying this stuff on my skin, happened to look at my receipt. I have told this story, so bear with, and realised that in actual fact, they hadn't given me a free month then this. It was, in fact, the reduced price. And this, I thought, oh, okay. Fair enough. I will cancel it as soon as I'm ready to commit to not using it again. And I went to bed. I had a bit of burning sensation Thursday, Wednesday time. But I went to bed Friday. My face was on fire. And I said to Greg, my face is burning. And he goes, it looks red. So I really don't think this is working very well. I'm not getting that, ooh, you've moisturised your face sensation, you know. Anyway, I brought my mouth guard with me. So I was sort of like, I think I'm going to have to stop. And he goes, no, I agree with you. You've done nothing but comment on how much you're not enjoying it. So, you know. From the outside, I would say, you're not enjoying it, you're not enjoying it. I said, fair enough. So I thought, okay, I think I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to stop, you know. I'm not even going to do the whole month. I'll just stop. So I didn't use it on Saturday night. And Sunday, I woke up and I had dry skin everywhere. I've got a massive red patch. It looks like Greg's punched me across the cheek. This here, the light is kind of wiping it out. It is huge and very sore and painful. I have got red, dry skin all the way across. You can kind of see it here on the lower part of my lips. Oh, it's awful. And all I can think of is there's an active ingredient in it called a salicylic acid, I think it's called. And basically it's for people that have, from what I've gathered, people that have problem skin. Now, I said I didn't have problem skin. I said I had combination skin, especially throughout the month. It can change, can't it? But I have got a very oily nose, so I do sometimes have problems with that. And basically I've just got dry patches everywhere. So I have literally been spending all day, every time I put face cream on, hand cream on, putting it on my face. I went to bed last night with the face pack on to help moisturise. Oh my God, absolutely awful. So I was going to use my balm base foundation because that's quite hydrating, but I just didn't have enough time. Like I said, the last half hour has been a bit like a solid hard push uphill. So I thought, you know what, I'm just not going to wear any makeup on my face. I've put a little bit on my eyes just so you can see where they are. And I'm going to put a little lippy on because I think they say to you, make sure you keep it away from your lips. And having seen what it's done to the rest of my face, can you imagine if it got into a sensitive area? But there we go. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend. Just in case you're interested, wouldn't recommend. So yeah, no, it wasn't grapefruit. It was not grapefruit. I used to use grapefruit face wash. I used to love grapefruit face wash. Wash relays. By Body Shop. Used to love that stuff. Oh, the smell of it, the feel of it. And mind you, this is back in the day where if it wasn't burning, it wasn't working, which I think is why I'm so stunned by this, because that's not what we do now. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. This stuff's expensive. The whole thing is, they tell you, oh, you might have a bit of a reaction to begin with, but once your skin settles down, and then once your skin settled down, they fucking got you, because you don't have to go through it again when you come off it, do you? Well, screw you, hippie. I'm not ruining my skin for you. So yeah, Dematica. Anyway. How is everybody? How was your weekend? Were you busy little worker bees? Were you off skydiving everywhere? What were you doing? Excuse me. I've just remembered I was going to adjust the lights, wasn't I? I will get it. I'm not happy with how bright I appear to be. And it always looks like, because I wear black, it looks like I'm disappearing. I feel like my forehead is very perfectly lit though. So obviously I need to adjust the lighting. Oh my goodness, it's a strong look. Anyway, today, darlings, we are back in the saddle again. We're having another attempt at watching the Sims live stream. Of course, since the live stream failed to happen on Friday, a lot of reviews have already come out because they were pre-organised, pre-prepared, pre-ready to go. So if you are someone who enjoys a review, you've probably already seen some of the reviews that are out there. From what I've gathered, it does look as though the ability to run a business from a distance is not going to be possible in this, which is a pity because that's really what I wanted for my Rags to Kingpin. I didn't really want him to have a business in his mansion because the whole purpose is that he's supposed to be building up this super mansion from all of his ill-gotten gains, you know? So, oh, new job, Kendra. Is this... Now, you did tell me you'd got a job. It was something to do with coffee shop? Or was it a donut shop? I can't remember, my dear. But anyway, are you excited? Are you thrilled? Are we laying bets? This is such a bitch. I've probably made that joke before, haven't I? Anyway. I really like this lipstick. I really do. It's a Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint. And it's like velvety. It's really nice. And it looks browner red on this than it is in real life. It's a pinker red in real life. So once again, proving lighting is everything. So let's say some hellos. Hello. So, hola Pickle, you were first, Sophie, so you get first colour choice. Hello Goldust, how you doing? Cowgirl, welcome on in. Harb, hello again. And Kendra, of course. Dark green. I think we can do something with that, can't we? Dark enough? Oh, look, where's my phone? In my pocket. That's a good idea. Oh, let's see. I had a falafel wrap for my lunch. And it didn't quite fill me up. And I'm sort of sat here thinking, should I have maybe had... Well, I say a falafel wrap for my lunch. It was more my breakfast. So, but then again, I don't really have breakfast normally. But it was a bit earlier than I know. I'll shut up. So, yeah, so while I've been running around, I've got so much done today. I'm so annoyed that now I lose my energy because I have washed all the bedding and hung it out to dry. I have made my dinner. And I have, Greg's having leftovers, and I have had a shower, I've had coffee, I've done stuff, I've edited two videos. I will be restarting my YouTube stuff again really soon, starting with the daily streams coming back up, and because it's taken me a while because we had some technical issues with my editing software, I'm having to catch up. So what I'm probably going to do is have another week of doing a lot, and then I'm going to start putting 2 up a night until we get back to that month, and then I will settle us back down into the usual routine. So there you go. Strange, what's that? Oh, for pity's sake. Ridiculous. Hate it when companies text. Like cold texting. Hate it. So irritating. Kind of rude. I think that is probably the darkest green we've got, looking at it. So let's have a look and see what I can do behind moi. Not strobes. Here we go. Green marquez. Oh, that's a nice green. Yeah, we'll go with that. Love it, love it, love it. So, phone is now officially on charge, which means I cannot leave this spot for at least a couple of hours. Because I can't go anywhere without my phone, can I? Let's see. Was it a busy one, Sophie? I don't know, Cowgirl. That's a really good question, because I know they're talking a lot about art as part of this, because you've got the tattooing, you've got the pottery and the glazing, and you can have art up and available to sell as well, which you can create. And in fact, one thing I did just see is that if somebody comes in to your little art studio and does their own art and walks off and leaves it, you can sell it if they've finished it. Nice. So at the moment, I think I've decided I am not going to allow home businesses as part of the Lord Challenge. I think I'm going to keep it true spirit of 100 babies, that you can only do hobbies to make money. You can't have your own business. So I'm going to do that. I've been thinking about that all day, because I was kind of like, well, should I not? Should I not? Because obviously art leads into tattooing leads into profit. But I think, to be honest with you, I think it's a bit cheaty. And also, if you're running the business and you're the active artist or active tattooist, if you bring people into the home, that's kind of cheating, isn't it? Because they would maybe go and help with the kids, you know? So yeah, I kind of think, yeah, I'm thinking no. I'm going to be hardcore about it. And of course, I'm quite glad I thought about it, because the other good news is I don't have to worry about extra deaths. There are no extra deaths, and there are no extra kitchens. Which is a bit of a shitter, really, if you think about it, because not everybody already owns all of the kitchens that came with other things. And you're not going to, you know, everyone's going to go, we just got a new kitchen in the base game anyway, which is fair enough. But who's going to get the benefit of that if they buy that pack for the first time? Because they're getting that kitchen as part of the base game anyway. So there's no added novelty in 6 months' time for that, is there? Yeah, I always think we should get new kitchens. Always. Especially countertops. We need countertops in shops. Ew, welcome. So. Oh! I put some frozen blackberries in. Oh, not all they're tart, darling. So. It would be nice to be able to paint and personalise pottery, going back to the original question. I think that would be a really cute thing to be able to do. From what little Simsy was saying, she thinks the artistry aspect of the tattooing looks really good. And I'm loving the idea that you can add personalisation as a layer. So you can put in like 2 or 3 layers if you have the pack. 2 or 3 layers worth of tattoos. And then you could put a layer on, which could be maybe a connecty tattoo or something, to make it look like a full sleeve. So I think that could be fun. And that was something I was wondering it could work in my favour, because my aim was to own a property with Sylvester Labane, but have him rent out the flats above and have the downstairs as a shop of some sort, and he makes the money. But what I really want them to do is invent managers who will turn up and run the store and activate people coming in. Because at the moment, every business, you have to physically be there. And I think that's unrealistic. I'd like to be able to manage from a higher level, my darlings. I really would. I want to take over the known universe. As long as somebody can functionally inject me with coffee at every given opportunity. Or Red Bull, that'll do. Sorry, Pip. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see. I think it's going to take some thingamajiggy to see if I can make it work with him just being an owner, because I don't really want to have to go to every location to activate the shop, because that was the same problem we were having with businesses in general, wasn't it? That you can own a restaurant or a nightclub or whatever, but unless you physically go there, it doesn't open. Or it doesn't do any business anyway. You can open it and close it, but no business will happen. So it's very strange. But I do like that you can get the employees to do it automatically. But the thing is, will people automatically visit if you are not there? So, for example, what if you want to go on holiday? Do you have to close the business? You know? Which is a bit ridiculous, really. Exactly, cowgirl. We do need that ability. Or we need to speak to somebody really good at modding and create a mod that will do it. But I suppose it's all down to how they've set the game up, isn't it? If you have to be actively playing for people to actively rock up and actively spend virtual money, then I kind of get why it's tricky, but I still think it could have been done. We'll have to see what we can jerry-rig, won't we? You should be able to have a property manager as well, because if you're making moguls, they're not going to be available to send a chap out to fix a tap, are they? Property mogul, millionaire, billionaire, flying all over the Simsiverse. It's not going to happen, is it? So the thing is, obviously, I'm looking at this from a very specific point of view. The whole idea of the businesses and hobbies, or businesses from hobbies is maybe what it should have been called, is I was hoping it would give me an out for a problem I was having. Even if it doesn't give me an out, fucking tattoo shops, come on! And we definitely need to get some kind of sub one, you know, that allows us to have piercers. It's a trick missed, isn't it? So I am... Oh, you quit already? Good grief, Kendra. Sorry, I just saw Kendra's comment. So where are you going to be working now? I can't keep up with you. Good grief. So yes, I am excited. I'm looking forward to today's second attempt at the businesses and hobbies, because we know there's always going to be something to talk about. And I did feel a little bit bad that obviously they were supposed to do that and then everything got released by all the reviewers and everything. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that, you know, they get to speak up after everything else. Because I think people will have different takes on how stuff works. So seeing the intention behind how it should work the different way around, I think it's going to be quite interesting. I did start to watch Taz's review, but I had to jump in the shower, and there's no point in having a review and not actually watching what's going on, is there? But yeah, I do definitely think there are opportunities for growth already, having seen what I've seen of the pack. Oh, I always thought it was Dunkin'. That's okay. That's okay. But good luck. Don't break a leg, but break a leg. You know what I mean. Oh my goodness. What am I looking for here? Oh my god. Oh, I see. But I said Piers Morgan returns to Good Morning Britain, but he went in to do an interview, not to actually become a presenter. Not that I watch it anyway. Not my morning bag of tricks, I won't lie. No, I think that's a great idea. I love the idea of potentially being able to pass it down to the right generation rather than the next generation. But I also like the idea of being able to sell a business. Again, as somebody who likes to create a mastery, it'd be really cool to be able to own one property, sell it off, and then maybe create another in a different world, you know? As if your Sims are moving or whatever. Hey Kylie, how are you doing, Gorgie? Pottery Studio is definitely going to be cool. I will be interested, going off the back of this, to see exactly what can or can't be done if you're using the medium of the controller rather than a mouse. So if you're using a PlayStation or whatever they're called, Xbox. Jelly bean! Now I know my jelly beans are going to be horrid because I got the nibbles last night while I was editing. Greg's bringing more though. Clinkies! Or slothies! That's how I feel actually. I think the sloth coffee earlier put me on the wrong one. Let me see. Hello Angel, how are you doing? Yes, I've left myself in a situation. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought. And it's a candy apple. And I've only got myself to blame. Oh, but it's all kinds of wrong. So, what's everybody having for dinner tonight? Do tell. Oh, it's got a second wave of shite there. Oh. That wasn't terribly nice, actually. We're good. We're good. As I say, Greg's having leftovers. I made tuna casserole on Friday. I didn't enjoy it. Greg said he thought it was fine. So I said, fine, you can have that as leftovers one night or take it to work with you, whichever works. So I thought, well, here's a golden opportunity for me to finally make a meal I've been meaning to make for a long time and just never got round to it. Tonight, I'm having chicken feet. I love chicken feet! I was going to do them in black bean, but most of the sauces I could find for black bean were all stir-fry sauces, and I didn't want to fry them because I haven't got the strength to really stir-fry and go at it, because by the end of the day I'm knackered. So I found this one where you boil them to remove impurities. Yes, I did cut off the nails myself. And then what I've done is, instead of like braising them, I've actually put them in the slow cooker. And you basically do it with garlic soy sauce. The vegetable oils are frying, so I didn't worry about that. Oyster sauce, ginger, garlic, chicken feet, sugar and beer. I'm so looking forward to my dinner. It smells amazing. I'm not normally a big fan of alcohol in food. It's something to do with the alcohol burning off smell that I don't like, but yeah. So I've got that, and I've got some packets. That's exactly what it looks like, by the way, when you cut it. Got some packets of microwave rice, so I'll do that, and then I'll use the rice for my lunches during the rest of the week. Maybe that's why my lunch wasn't terribly filling, because although I had the falafels, I didn't have any rice or anything just to fill it out. So that's going to be my dinner tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. We had great fun looking for a blonde beer, though. Greg loves looking for beer, and he found me an orange-flavoured alcoholic ginger beer. So that'll be happening soon. You've all gone very quiet. Was it something I said? I have got so much blueberry juice here. So I'm looking forward to that. And obviously, I have got the obligatory popcorn for later on while we're watching. So is anybody else into stuff like chicken feet and things like that? Like the odd foods that you hear about? I mean, I don't eat dog, don't get me wrong. And I don't eat bullet. Don't Google that. And I'm actually not that adventurous with food, really. But I tried chicken feet when I was in Hong Kong with another a sort of person I knew through the management team who lived in Hong Kong. And honestly, the guy I was with was from America. And then there was me. Strangely enough, post-bariatric surgery, but I still went at the chicken feet. And we were talking before we went. And I mentioned something about not being able to eat lamb anymore because it made me unwell. And I missed it because lamb's a really nice meat if it's cooked appropriately. And he sort of said, "Oh, I've never had lamb." "Oh, you should try it. Honestly, it's so good." Anyway, we get on the plane and there are a couple of choices and one of them was lamb. And I said to him, "Oh, you should have the lamb." No, I daren't. What if he wouldn't eat anything that wasn't just bog standard American food? KFC, McDonald's, American pancakes off the buffet. It was such a wasted opportunity. There were so many nice things, although I will admit a lot of days all I could face was fruit and stuff. But, that's just because I was going through that stage of my bariatric journey. Anyway, so we went to Hong Kong. And by this point, I've been stuck with this man for over a month. Greg came over in the middle of it all for a weekend. And we gleefully ignored him and went off and had adventures of our own. And when we got to Hong Kong, I literally walked from the plane to where I met my boss. And as soon as I saw my boss, I was just like, "Anna can relax." Because I knew she would just take care of this dude. Because I'd said to her a few times how difficult he was to work with because he's just all bolster and no. Anyway. So yeah, and he literally would like, "Oh, I'll just have the blandest thing on the menu." Okay. Or you could just say, "I just want a sandwich." You don't have to make it sound like, Anyway, so we got to this restaurant and my old boss had said to my fellow soup, order them the chicken feet. Just order them and we'll ask them to try it. And so out came the chicken feet. She was like, "You're going to try it?" And of course, my colleague who is Chinese. Suddenly for a moment there I thought, is she Chinese? Am I going to be completely sending her to the wrong country? But she was Chinese. Is still. And she sort of said, "Oh, right, okay then. I don't understand why you guys are getting wound up. We eat these all the time. Just suck the meat off the bones and everything." And I was just like, "Yeah, fuck it, in for a penny, in for a pound." Grabbed one, did what she did, sort of nibbled at it. I wasn't that brave. Just go, but yeah, nibbled at it. And I went, "Oh my God, this is so good." And he wouldn't try it. No spirit of adventure. He put it on his plate like he was going to, and then just sort of nudged it around a bit. To give the guy credit, I will say he hurt his back not long after we got out to the Philippines and wouldn't do anything about it, wouldn't go and see anyone. So he was in a lot of pain for that trip, but still. bad back doesn't change your personality, does it? Anyway, so I've got very fond memories of them. But the last time I got them, they were pre-made. I just had to get them out of the bag and introduce heat. So this is the first time I've actually cooked them myself. And that's why I thought I'd use the slow cooker. Because then I don't have to try and do everything tonight when I'm finished. I can literally just microwave a bit of rice. And off we go. So I'm quite excited. Okay, Angel. See you in a bit, my love. Good to see you, honey. So there we are, dumplings. I thought I'd share that with you. I've got some rather lovely pictures of me preparing it. No different to what you just saw in the screen, no, really. But I just thought I might send it to my mum to say, look what I'm having for dinner. Yeah. Oh, my God. It was so embarrassing this weekend. Well, I say embarrassed. I'm not a teenager anymore. I don't let myself actually get embarrassed. But I did make a fool of myself and fully fessed up to it. Both of us did, actually. So Greg and I, we get there on Saturday afternoon. We are in for our appointment about 4:30. So we got there at 4:30 and waited a few minutes because they never have anybody on the front desk. And anyway, in we go, get our eyes tested. I had an extra set of tests. Just the extra bit of photographing and stuff like that because my eyes were a bit on the wonk. So I want to make sure we're keeping on top of any potential problems. And then Greg went in and had his while I was getting my eyes actually done. So I was in a while with the doctor because we were going through a few different options and what my definition of blurry and what their definition of blurry was so that we both knew we were talking about the same thing. It's very difficult with eyesight, isn't it? It's not like you can flick a switch and say, that's what it looks like when I look at this. Which is a pity because if you could, that would make life so much easier. Anyway, so I'm getting prisms. Very exciting. So yes, so I do need new glasses. I am getting new glasses. So we get outside. Greg and I both grab pairs of glasses. And we sit down with the dude. And we start nattering to him. And he starts to measure me up. And then I said, Greg. And he goes, oh God, what now? He goes, you've got your wallet, right? He goes, no, I haven't got my wallet. Have you got yours? I said, no, I left it on the desk in the office. So neither of us had brought a credit card or a regular card to use because we use our phones, you know. So he said to the guy and he said, look, you're going to have to come back in to do the actual glasses section because I'm not allowed to start the process off without you having actually paid it. I said, look, that's fine. So he said, do you pay for your tests? I said, no, I don't. That he does. And so we went and we paid £9, off we go. And then we were walking round. Thankfully, we'd just gone upstairs to do our actual food shop for the weekend. And they get a phone call. And Greg's like, who's that? So he answers the phone. And he goes, all right then. Okay then, I'll be right down. I'm like, what's happened? He goes, he didn't charge me for my eye test, did he? I said, oh, for fuck's sake. So he goes back down again to pay for his eye test. We come back the next day and we come in and we said, look, we need to order and pay for our glasses because we just forgot to bring our credit cards yesterday. So he said, oh, okay then, fair enough. So we were talking about my glasses and I said, oh, my glasses always fall down my front like this. And so I've got these different sets that I'd like to try instead, but I'll just have 2 of those rather than having 2 different pairs. I'll put a little mark on it to say which pair is my computer pair set that you will see and which pair will be my normal set, which the rest of the world sees. So now everything's going to look like this. Why are you getting the same glasses again, you ask? Well, I picked out a set of glasses because I was having trouble with my varifocal. And I thought if I have larger glasses, ergo, a larger area to see. But she said, no, if it's sat on your nose, your glasses are still going to be here, aren't your eyes are still going to be here, aren't they? I said, so what about the rest of it? She goes, well, unless you're doing this, you're not really going to get a lot of benefit from it. I thought, oh my God, I knew I'd been ripped off all these years when everybody was wearing big glasses. I was just paying for more lens. So she sent me back off. And I said to her, I won't bother getting them. Let me go back and have a look. I picked out 2 potential sets of glasses. And it turned out I had picked out these ones. And these ones again. So I'm getting these ones and I'm getting these twice. So in a couple of weeks, you won't notice the difference. But hopefully I will. But there you go. It was so funny because literally we looked down at them and I looked at Greg and went, Greg, these are my old glasses. And he's like, oh, for fuck's sake. But I like them, so no bother. So I won't be able to do this, is the only thing, to check which set of glasses I'm wearing. I'm going to have to, I'll maybe put some nail varnish on the inside or something. But the only thing I'm going to have to think about is, and this is something I have to think about, my glasses, it turns out, are slipping down my nose, not because there's a problem with the glasses, but because of the weight of the lenses. You see how thick the lenses are? So they pull down my nose. So I'm fighting gravity. So I'm seriously thinking about getting, you know, kids, when they have glasses and they're too young to really know what they're doing and they flail about and stuff. So they put those little things that go around the back of the head, but not like the dangly ones. They get dangly ones so that you can take them on and off. But the actual ones that I can kind of zoop and it'll stay on the back of the head. If I do that, I need to change my haircut. So yeah, that's it, Sophie, you know. And they're not hideously unfashionable. I like big black glasses. I've always liked a glasses you can see, because I actually think my face looks better with glasses on. I like being adorned. Now, my mother has just gone through her second cataract operation because she doesn't, it's not that she doesn't like wearing glasses, she doesn't mind wearing glasses, but she just doesn't want to have to wear glasses. Whereas I'm sort of like, I could have the operation, but I'd probably still end up buying glasses to wear. Just plain glass, you know, because I enjoy wearing glasses. I think they suit me as well. So yeah, so I'm sort of thinking, well, there's absolutely no point in getting a palaver on about it. Just because I've picked up the same frames, they're still there for a reason. They're still there because people enjoy wearing them. And yes, they are men's glasses. Before anybody asks, I have a tendency to wear men's glasses as well. So just I find women's glasses are a bit narrower and I have quite a square face. So I think I need the balance. I think that's probably why I like to wear them. Although my face didn't used to be this square until I got a jaw disorder. Built up those muscles. I look like my dad's mum now, strangely enough. Anyway, which is really weird because I also look like my mum and my dad. How do you manage to look like so many people at once? Because I'm bland. No, it's not. It's because I genuinely have aspects of all of them. And the jawline is definitely from my nan. From my grandmother, I should say, rather. And my mum has got a bit more of a pointy face. So I got the pointy chin from my mum, but I got the jawline from my gran. And the rest of my face from my mum, pretty much. Although I do have... My hair was my dad. My weird hair was my dad. So there you go. Anyway, who wants to look at pretty people in dodgy frocks and pass comment? Yeah, me too. Let's do it. Come on. Every time we have a big awards ceremony, we have to do it. Now, technically, we had 2 big awards ceremonies this weekend. Fuck it. I'm sticking with the Oscars because, oh my God, guys, look at her. This outfit is actually green. You can't tell. I wonder if I'd be better off going to the other side, because I don't think you can really see how gorgeous that dress is in that picture. And I looked on another site and the dress pictures were much nicer. Let's see. Was it this one? Let's see. So that's who's won. I want to see what people look like. Where's the arrivals? Awards databases, ceremonies. Oh, buggeration. Which one was it I looked on then? It was on my phone. Oh, I wonder if I went... I probably just clicked on the first one I saw, if I'm honest with you. Which is terrible, but definitely it had a better picture of that frock. I was toying with staying up to watch it because it was on ITV, but I could not be asked. So let's just go with here. This is actually green. And it's beautiful. Hello, Toffee Dog. How you doing? I think this is stunning. I love the stuff she's wearing on her hands, the rings and the caps and the nails, and she looks fabulous there. I'm so jealous. Sorry, let me just grab a tissue. Runny nose. Okay. Definitely won best nails. Look at them. Aren't they stunning? Oh, I wish I had the patience to wear stuff like that. I mean, I literally did my nails yesterday and it all peeled off today. I'm so annoyed. But yeah. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. I love this frock. This frock is madness. Isn't it just crazy? And don't you think she looks healthier there? Both of them actually look like they're a bit more roundy in the face. But I love this frock. It's proper frock. Look at it, stick it out. Oh, go you. I've had a productive Monday, and then suddenly I ran aground about half an hour before stream. So I'm topping up on fruit. I think this is gorgeous. Absolutely wacky. This, isn't it though? It looks yellow there, but I'm sure it's more lime green. Oh, maybe. Daffodil. Daffodil Givenchy. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Yes, it is like a lampshade, Sophie. Oh my God, she looks like a toilet topper. She looks like a toilet roll topper from when we were kids that your nan used to have. Oh my God, that's so cool. That's where your loo roll goes. And there's your little Barbie doll sticking out the top. Oh, she does look good though. She does. Uh-oh. Gregory hoards socks with holes in them. And I literally have to wheedle my way through them. That's why I think he's taken over doing the laundry. He got sick of seeing his sock drawer diminish. So no from me, I'm afraid. Oh, that is a beautiful dress, isn't it? That is gorgeous. I love the silhouette dress. Really beautiful. Let me just see if I can adjust the size of this screen slightly. Yes, I can. There we go, that's better. Who's next? Oh, here we go. I loved this dress. Even though it's got that really hard ruffle at the bottom, which always annoys me with these really luxurious dresses, is that it might be a fantastic fabric, but it does do that weird ruffle thing at the bottom, you know? I can't. I physically cannot. It gives me the ick. Do you know what I mean? Just, oh, no, no way. But this I like. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I love that she's gone very plain with it as well. Works really well for her. Oh, I love this dress. Oh my goodness. Isn't it gorgeous? She looks amazing in it. No. You can either see it from the knees up or the shoulders down. But I think that's absolutely gorgeous. I really do. I don't like it. I love her. I love the gloves. But I don't like the dress. I like the colour, but I don't like the dress. It's just nothingy, isn't it? I mean, the colours would be amazing on her if they did something for her. I think it's such a pity. Okay, then. I love this outfit! How wicked is this outfit? Those colours! I'm fairly sure he wore something similar. But he had a scarf and the colours were different, but it had a similar impact in another awards ceremony. I've already warned Greg that when we move, we have to find somewhere that has a dishwasher because I can't go back to having to lean over a washing up bowl again. I haven't got it in me. I haven't. There's only 2 of us and 2 dogs living in this house, but I still can't be dealing. But I love this. I mean, yes, I would prefer if it was a burgundy, but that's just because I prefer burgundy to true red, but I think that's wicked. I love this outfit. 70s chic. Come on. This is so cool. And he looks so good. I love that the men are with worn colours. You know? I've heard tell that there are many a bungalow near you, Sophie. Is this true? We just need to get Greg a job. Yes, I really like this outfit. So difficult for men to dress up for these things without just looking like a herd of penguins, isn't it? I love it when people wear necklaces backwards. I've got genuinely no idea what the dress looks like, but I love it when people wear necklaces backwards. When they've got like a lovely backless top or maybe a halter top or something. Yes, I could go chocolate now you mention it. Damn you, Garfield. Anyway. I like it. There was a couple of people that wore this strange kind of watery metallic thing, isn't there? I don't think it's a good dress for her. I think somehow they've managed to make a woman who is very thin look slightly chunky. And I'm not sure how they've managed it. But I don't think it's a great look. I love... that bit's great. That bit's okay. I don't like the middle section. That strange little bow is helping nobody. It's helping no one, love. Here we go. Oh, look at them. They're always so complimentary. Lovely. Look at her neck. Such a long neck. She looks like a dancer, darling. And I like her frock. And I love his outfit. And they look like they're having fun. It's just great, isn't it? No po-facedness. I can't decide if I like this outfit because this bit looks like she's going to the beach. And this bit looks like they've cut it off another dress. So I don't know. I'm not convinced. Thoughts from the gallery. I can't make up my mind. I don't think it works. But it could be a bad angle. She's turning and it makes the top look a little bit... I'm trying so hard to be nice about it. No, I think it's going to have to be a no, isn't it? Certainly from me it is. Right. I like the drama, if you will, of the belt. But don't you think she looks like a bride after revenge? And possibly like she's got something stuck up her arse. But mainly a bride coming back from revenge over something. You know, maybe being stood up at the altar or something. You know, they thought she was dead. I'm going a bit Twilight with this, but you know what I mean. Oh no. Not feeling it. It also looks like netting from a curtain. So that's not helping. She looks stunning! She looks absolutely stunning. You don't normally see her in blue, do you? I don't remember seeing her in blue before, and certainly not that shade, and it really suits her. She's got really warm skin tones. So it kind of almost jarring against her skin, but in a really nice way. Didn't know what the hell it was. I was panicking then. Just a pip. Rachel Zegler. Oh, Snow White. It's something about these dresses always look like they're slipping down, don't they? That kind of band style. No, I don't like it. It's a bit thousand wash grey, isn't it? Funnily enough, like those pants that you keep washing. If she turned around and said this was my grandmother's prom dress, or my great-grandmother's prom dress, and I've just dug it out from the loft, I would believe her. If you're wondering, yes, we are filling some time. By the way, thank you very much, Kylie. I, by the way, love this fucking outfit. Look at the size of her bow. It's almost like it's sat on her shoulder talking to her. It's a dragon of a bow. I love this. I love how it sits across her stomach and it does that really sexy little tummy pout thing. Oh, I love that. That is gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. Hello. That's another one that was an arsehole. Jeremy Strong. He's back. He still didn't bring his shoulders with him. He still stood like he's about to fight you. And I still don't like this outfit. Although I do like that different take on a bow tie. There's probably a name for it. I don't know what it is. But I just don't like this. I don't think it's very flattering for him. But if he likes it, who am I to judge, eh? Maybe he left the hanger in. Got the little at the back. If he turns round, you'll see the wire at the top. No, wire coat hangers! Anyway. I like the top. I actually don't like the rest of the dress. Maybe it needed to be a colour. Like, again, burgundy, because of course. Maybe the colour and the fabric that was used in the dress I didn't like by Zoe Saldana. Imagine that colour and that style, not that style, that colour and that thingy on the bottom of this. I think that would look rather super sexy. Yeah, I agree. I think the shade wasn't great on him, was it? God. That was I'm sorry, I am going to drink the juice because it's blueberry juice, but wow, there was some arsehole blueberries in there. And I drink it because I know I'll spill it if I don't. We all like a little bit of juice, don't we? There we go. Done. I feel so much better now I've eaten. Maybe I had run out of energy. Okay, let's see what's the next one. Oh my God, she looks amazing. She really does. The only thing I would say is it would have been nice if it was more like tassely or flowy or more rigid. I think it kind of makes her look a bit straighty uppy downy, but I love the dress itself. Oh. And a nice big ring. Huh. No. I mean, she's stunning looking. She's so like her mum, isn't she? But it looks like the dress is... Well, it looks like it's too small up here. I mean, that amount of side boob is unhealthy for anybody. But... I don't know. It looks more like a fancy dress costume of some kind. I don't know. There's just something not quite right about it. It doesn't feel daring. It just feels like it's the wrong outfit for this situation. And normally a bit of black lace and I'm happy, but no. Oh my goodness, how amazing does she look? I'm actually not a fan of those gloves, but I love the dress. Absolutely gorgeous. She lost her eyebrows somewhere. What's she done with them? Miley, where did your eyebrows go? Oops, wrong way. Here we are. Oh, they are there. They're just hiding under her foundation. There we go. Long as we know. Happy, happy, happy. There we go. Right. Oh, no. One more. We're 100%, weren't we? There we go. Right. This fucking outfit is superb. Come on. Not only am I going to wear a dress, but the dress is going to frame me for every picture. Some could argue that it is a little vaginal and she's either a hooded clit or a baby emerging, but I think this dress is fucking amazing. Maybe Miley's had some work. Or she's changed her makeup artist. She does look very foreheady, Miley Cyrus, in the previous one. But I love this. I absolutely love this. And I'm loving all of these sheer gloves we've seen this year as well. Love that, love that. Oh my God, this outfit! This is what woke me up this morning. This outfit is the shiznit. If I ever got married, this is the kind of thing I'd want to wear. How fuck off amazing is it? It's masculine and feminine at the same time. It is so cool. A man could wear this. A flamboyant man who knows his worth could wear this. But this is so cool. This got me excited this morning. It really did. And it's got me excited now I've seen it again. I love it, I love it, I love it. I want it. I want this outfit. With some big trews. And stompy boots probably for me. Okay then. This, love it. Very Grecian, but she's gone with a really strong colour. The boobs are rocking. Love it. It's quite a traditional dress, but I still think it's very good. Bit clumsy here, isn't it? But I don't think that's anything to do with her. I think it's just the way the dress is done. But yeah, I almost feel like we shouldn't be able to see that seam, but never mind. Right. The first time I saw this dress, I kind of liked it, but now I'm seeing it a second time, I'm not so sure. It looks like she's holding it out in front of her. You know, like she's working for an auction house and she's holding out a vase in front of her. Can you see it? Where her hips are? She's holding out a vase. It's a very strange. Yes, that's it, Kendra. Here I am, I'm nude and I'm hiding. Wacky Karen's at it again. Oh my God. It does weird things to my eyes. It is a stunning shape, isn't it? But I think maybe it's the photo. Maybe it's the photo that's making it look like she's hiding behind something. But the first time I saw this dress, I was looking at it on my phone and I really liked it. So maybe it is just this picture. He just looks so chuffed to be there, doesn't he? I'm not used to seeing him smiling. It's very strange. He's normally quite angry in his performances, isn't he? So it's quite strange to see him smiley. And, yeah, same suit he wore last time. Because they're men and they get to do that shit. Oh, I thought this was a lovely touch. She wore blue velvet. She's amazing in that film. Yeah, so nice. Because obviously we lost David Lynch, so it's kind of nice to see her do a little nod in that direction. This frock's amazing! Look at her! That is wicked. I mean, she's always worn frocks, hasn't she? But that is awesome. Oh, I love it. I love that she's got dreadlocks. Just sounds stupid because she's had them for years, but they're proper locks now. They're not little tamed down prissy versions. She's got locks and she's a woman of an age and she's got an opinion, and I'm not saying I agree with her, and I'm certainly not going to sit and watch her every lunchtime have a bath with someone, but oh my goodness, I love it. Was it? I thought it was at 6. Jeez, hang on, let me go check. I'm panicking now. Nope, that's not where I want to be. Oh, in 3 days! SpongeBob! You're panicking me! Don't do that to me! We've got the actual live thingy. Live stream coming up in a couple of minutes. Oh my God, my heart stopped. How are you doing, SpongeBob? You good? We're good. We're just having a quick nose at the pretty frocks from yesterday. As you do. See, now he's worn something that's just got a little bit of something different. I'm not sure what it is. It looks to me like a falling flying squirrel, but apparently it is a bird. So that's nice. Can you see it? Flying squirrel with wing up top. There it is. It's going to grab you. Horrific. Okay, when is this starting? March 3rd. Okay, there we go. Lovely. Okay. Oh, I love this. Isn't this amazing? I love this look. So wicked. It's got the scarf actually as a cravat. I just think this is gorgeous. And I love the net. Such drama, darlings. Inzoy, that's coming out the end of March, isn't it? Or is that just first play? It is Inzoy. I am thinking of the right one. The simulation game. Don't know if I'm getting confusion. I love this outfit. Look at this. It's gorgeous. I love the cheeky face as well. But no, I love this outfit. This is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if it's formal enough, but then again, who cares? Adam Sandler turned up in his baseball outfit, apparently. But there you go. So that's the pictures we have. I didn't watch it. I didn't stay up. I've got the usual to-dos about who was or wasn't included in the In Remembrance section. I know one of my friends was saying they were a bit upset that Michelle Trachtenberg wasn't included. Which I kind of get, although she did do movies, didn't she? But at the same time, I'm kind of like, they missed out a few other people like Thingy Alon and... Oh... Gosh, I'm getting names wrong now in my head. I'm getting annoyed with myself. But there are a couple of people they didn't include. But from what I've seen, the tribute to Gene Hackman was lovely. So that's really nice. Oh, my goodness. I'm back. From that small space over there. Right. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. My brain literally just epicked out of existence. Did you see who won? What did you think about who won? Has anybody even seen any of the movies? I've not seen any of the movies this year. Not a one. Let's go back over. So, Anora actually won Best Picture. There's a lot of them nominated. I didn't think they do. Do they usually do 10? Does anybody know that? I have been playing The Sims since the beginning, since Sims 1. So many, many, many years. Many, many, many years. SpongeBob, how long have you been playing? Oh, okay. Thought I had a message and I didn't. Calm down. Yeah, I've not seen any of them. Oh no, I tell a lie, I've seen Dune 2. And I was annoyed because I thought it was the end, and it wasn't. And I don't want to have to sit through any more of them. The first one was beautiful, the second one was a bit, Then I've not been able to read the book. Has anybody tried to read Dune? It's so... it's everything is included in everything. So you feel like I just want to get to the point of this scene, but everything's included, including what colour his mother's drain cleaner used to wear on a Sunday when he had dinner with his grandmother when he was 4. It's so involved, and I'm just sort of like, sometimes you don't need all of that information, not all of it. So yes, it's not one of my favourite books. It's one I've stalled at a few times, so that kind of put me off. But I did watch Dune Part 1 and Part 2, and I don't think it's the stronger of the two, to be honest with you. I remember watching Dune 1 and being stunned. It was my friend's house. He has got a TV that's practically the size of the wall. And there were certain points when I started to feel a little bit motion sickness because it's such a big TV. But yeah, so it was kind of like beautiful, undulating sandscapes and just, stunning. But by the second film, you needed something more. And I just felt like I got to a point where suddenly it's gone from being an epic, beautiful, to all being political shite. And it just sort of really just put me off. So, yes, I have seen one of them. And no, I didn't particularly enjoy it. So there we go. But there you are. But Anora seems to have come out of nowhere, doesn't it? It was like barely mentioned in some of the other ones, and then in the last couple of award ceremonies, it's won big. So again, Best Actress was Mikey Madison for Anora. I don't think I was expecting Wicked to win a lot, because I think they'll probably save that for the second part. We'll see. Doesn't always work out, does it? But again, you see, I've seen none of these. Adrian Brody is so lovely. I kind of want him to win everything. But yeah, quite strange that Timothée Chalamet is nominated as Best Actor, but in a different film that was nominated for the actual winner. Although A Complete Unknown was still in there. There you go. No? You saw Dune 2, yay! Did you think it all got political and stupid? I thought the first film was so exciting, and the second film I was so bored. So yeah, The Brutalist won there. I didn't think The Apprentice was going to win, but I'm still impressed that they nominated him. And apparently there was zero jokes about Trump last night, even though people did make political statements. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Supporting actress Zoe Saldana, I think everybody has been pretty much convinced that she's going to win. I am intrigued by the film, but not enough to rush out and watch it. Are you putting an offering forward for Weird Wednesdays, which will be returning shortly, by the way, guys? That's right, we're starting to line up our weird ducks in a strange order. And we'll be starting with Poppy Playtime once I have thrashed 7 bells out of businesses and hobbies. So, yeah, we will be getting Weird Wednesdays back. As nobody's been asking for it, I felt the urge. This is what you asked for. This is what you get. Okay, hang on. Here we are. Jurassic Park Survival. Oh my god. Anyway, back to this. So, Kieran Culkin, he's another one who's been fairly strong all the time, isn't he? Director was Sean Baker for Anora. I don't remember anybody particularly standing out in the Best Director field this year. In a second, darling. I'll put it on in a sec. Best International Feature, I'm Still Here, Brazil. Again, I really don't know any of these. Animated Feature. Yeah, sorry. I mean, obviously, Wallace and Gromit should win because Wallace and Gromit. I'm looking at you. Wallace and Gromit should always win. But yes, I just don't feel like it was a really strong field at all this year. It was just like, it was a strong field in the sense of there were lots of different movies and stuff up for it, but in the sense of was what's popular and what's lauded are always so different. So it's very difficult if you are not as focused on films as I used to be, and I was obsessed about movies before, to really keep up with it, because a lot of these kind of just didn't happen. They didn't occur in my world, you know. But there we go. Best Original Song was for Emilia Perez. Because that was a musical, wasn't it, that one? Best Score was The Brutalist. Best Documentary, No Other Land. Costume design was Wicked. That's good, because it does look stunning when you see pictures from it. Makeup and hairstyling was The Substance. Okay. Seems random. and production design went to Wicked, and sound went to Dune Part 2. Now, again, I have seen that, and I have to say it does sound amazing. Because of the effects, it kind of does need to back it up with all your senses as such. A little story dark puzzle. I don't know if I've heard of Homebound. Anyway, I am going to play the trailer for you via an advert for oatmeal. Here we go.
I own an island off the coast of Costa Rica. Really spectacular, spared no expense. For this place, I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion. Something that was real.
Oh my god, this is making me feel cold.
This is Dr. Maya Joshi. I've been left behind on Isla Nubla.
Oh, buggeration. It's the little ones you got to watch out for. Go on, love. Wow. You had any sense you'd have picked something up and thrown it so they'd have gone in that direction.
Is anyone there?
Is this like a capture one? Is this a real actress? Oh gosh. See, now that's going to be a big one, isn't it? Oh well. He big? Or she big? Oh, I see. This is more the gameplay. That's not fair. I want to see what's behind the door. This does look.
Be less sensitive.
Oh, shut up about your teeth, love. That does look quite exciting. It does look quite exciting. Right, how are we getting on? This is our timer. This is his belly. Where are we up to? So we've got 25 minutes. Now, you see, I would have built, but the problem is, at the moment, one of the Team X Build Better Buy is broken. So I was planning on doing some building today, but the problem is it just looks really weird and confusing. And basically, you just have to remember where everything is. Don't think about it. Just go hover above something and hope for the best. So I'm very demanding. I really am. I want everything to work. But yes, it'll be fine. They'll get ready for it. They'll get everything sorted. Excuse. What is that? Oh, for God's sake. Why do they say somebody is snubbed by the Oscars rather than they just didn't win? You know, it's a very tabloid way of doing it. You know, they sort of say, oh, this person was snubbed. And it's like, no, they just didn't win. They just didn't get enough votes. You know, it's not a snub. And they probably don't even think it was a snub anyway, do they? So frustrating. I hate the languages used by tabloids. I really do. goodness. I didn't know that Jack Nicholson, 1, had a son, and 2, that he's an actor. There you go. He doesn't really look like him, to be fair. Well, he doesn't have to, does he? I wonder who his mum is. I wonder if he looks like his mother. Oh, he looks like his mum, yeah. Rebecca Broussard is his mum. I'm accidentally on the Mail Online here. I won't insult you by showing you it. But I don't know what I clicked. I clicked on something. I don't normally come here. It's a bit scary. I probably saw a link that looked like a pretty frock, to be fair. I don't give a shit about dresses normally, but I get really excited at awards seasons. It's like, what are they going to wear? What are they going to wear? Why do you care? I don't know. What? Oh, she was wearing bleached eyebrows. And apparently it's a trend. Miley Cyrus had her eyebrows bleached. That's why they looked strange. And I'm going to have to say, I don't think it suited her. But the good thing about eyebrows is they do grow back very quickly. I used to dye my eyebrows, and it was the first thing that would fade was my eyebrows, because you're constantly washing your face and they're constantly dropping out and coming back. But that explains why she looks so weird. She'd bleached her eyebrows, darlings. Heaven help us. A lot of people twerking at me there. I didn't need that. I don't mind people twerking at me. It's just drunk people twerking at me that I find problematic. They just don't seem to be able to hold the balance. Hold the balance. Oh my God. I'm just looking at some pictures of Ariana Grande, and I have to say she does look better at the Oscars than she has done for a long time. Let me share. I know it's the Daily Mail. I don't normally support the Daily Mail, but if we ignore the language and just look at the pretty pictures, that's some pictures of her. Because she's been going for the whole Glinda look while they're doing the pap stuff, and that's her yesterday. She just looks gorgeous there. Ethereal, you know? And that's a much better picture of the frock as well. I love this frock. But yeah. Woohoo! Well done, Toffee Dog. You are my hero. But yeah, and that's all other pictures of her while she's been doing the whole thing. I can't wait for the old look of Ariana Grande to come back, because I don't think this is such a strong look for her. And I hate the Daily Mail, so let's drop that. It's gone! I'm not encouraging such filth in my house, my darlings. But they have got pretty pictures of people in frocks. Okay then, so let's have a look. Obviously I want to get a break in before it all starts. So I might... Oh, hello there! Anna Stans, thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Welcome on in, my darling. Yes, so at least you all know now that my sudden screaming obsession with frocks is probably going to ease now the Oscars is over. Were there any good outfits at the Brits? Okay, I'm pretending that I'm actually getting over it, but let's have a look. Let's go back onto the Beeb and see if they have anything about the Brits. That, by the way, killer snog, those two. Let's see where you are. Look at them. See, how much better does Ariana Grande look in red there? And of course she can wear anything, so that's absolutely fine. Oh, thank you, Anna. I appreciate it. You're more than welcome to hang out, my darling. I'm normally simsing, but we're waiting for the Sims things to kick in. But I love this, because he snogged her when he got his Oscar. He got overexcited, grabbed her and snogged her, and so she grabbed him and gave him a snog back when he was nominated again. I actually think that's quite cute. Yes, it wasn't necessarily the best movie ever made, just turning around and snogging a woman, but hey, what the hell. Oh, thanks for putting that up. See, that's what Adam Sandler wore. Yeah. Oh, that was really good, actually. Because they've had a lot of problems in LA with all the fires and everything, a lot of the award ceremonies have been very focused on raising awareness, paying back to people that help, that kind of thing. And while they're kind of moving on now, so it wasn't quite as we have to be focused on that, they still made a really nice little gesture of bringing on some of the firefighters who were doing the blazes. And they said, we're not going to do any bad taste jokes about it, but these guys can. And they had somebody come forward, one of the firefighters come forward and read out a joke, which I just thought it was quite funny. Basically, what was it they said? Their hearts go out to everybody who lost their homes, including the makers of Joker 2. And apparently he had a really good delivery, this bloke, so that's good. So there you go, there you go. Wicked outfit. I do love that she stands up for people, even though she can be a right raw pain in the erolics sometimes. So I wanted to see the Brits. What do we have for the Brits? Don't make me search on the BBC website. It's also such a horrid site to search on, because if you go into search, it sends you through things that are totally unrelated. Doesn't seem to be anything. Sorry guys, I'm jumping up and down here. Let's go to culture. See if there's anything about the Brits. I really don't know who anybody is at the Brits, but there's normally some good frocks, so that's nice. Maybe not. It seems to be all over the shop, doesn't it? Ah, well, never mind. I was going to see if we had anything about the Brits. Oh, here. Dickhead. Brits 2025. Let's see what we get. Okay, Brits, everything you need to know. List of nominees. Real winners and losers. Here we go. Does this tell me a strange outfit? Oh. Wow, getting your palm tattooed? Hey, baby. All good. You? Geggy's home. Yeah, it doesn't really show you who's wearing what, does it? Apparently Stormzy got his eye injured. Strange hair. Oh, what's he doing there? Oh my god, look at that outfit. Oh, brilliant. I love it. That's funny. Oh my god. Horse girl. Turns out that Danny Dyer's neighbour was German DJ who goes by the name of Horse Girl and keeps her identity hidden behind a mask. Sort of like Dead Mouse, but with fetlocks. Well, there you go. Well, I'll be. Danke, baby. We have beans. We also have 15 minutes until we're going to go live with the, is there anything else? Any pretty frock section? Red carpet and pictures. I want pretty frocks. Oh, that's an outfit, isn't it? That looks like bedding from the 50s. Thank you. The stream starts at 6 UK time, which is just under 15 minutes. So I'm going to take a really quick break in a second. Oh no, I don't like it. And then we will be live reacting. Apparently that's what I do, live react. That's hideous. Oh, I'm slightly disappointed I look now. Oh my god! I mean, amazing figure. She's not been well, so I'm quite proud of her for rocking up. But this is not the fit, is it? It's just a bit... I mean, it makes her look like she's got loads of tattoos, so that's quite fun. Anyway. Oh, wow. Who are they? Flo? They're called Flo, and they're wearing red. Nice. Oh my god, that corset missed. What a strange outfits. That's kind of more my deal. Apart from this. I hate this. Who are these people? Last dinner party. Yeah, do you know what? I'm starting to think it was a bad move. Oh, this is my vibe. A bad move coming to look at the frocks. This is more my vibe, yes. Bring me the horizon, no worries. Oh my god, that's awful.
Is it your face?
Gorgeous though, but no, that's awful. I'm looking at frocks. We're killing time, waiting for the stream to start. Oh my goodness. I love this. Oh my god, is that her from Stranger Things? Oh my goodness.
I heard of Last Dinner Party.
Have you?
Hmm.
There you go then. There was a picture of them a minute ago.
It was the band.
Yes, they are. They are these people.
Yes.
We were talking about them the other day, weren't we?
Possibly.
Yeah, I think we were. I don't like that dress, but think she's gorgeous and I love her boots. I like this dress. Alex Scott and Jess Glynn. I love this. This is gorgeous.
You love it because her norks are out.
Her norks being out are advantageous. I'm still not 100% sold on her being blonde, though, I have to say.
That's not a dress.
That's really not a dress, is it?
Hi,
There
everybody.
you go! Oops, sorry, babes. Hang on, let me just pop it on. What's going on here? There we are. And I will very quickly pop us back onto this screen, because that's where... Oh, my God, apparently I'm just going to hit everything going. There we are. So... I am going to take a really quick break. Really quick break. I'm just going to have a quick pee to keep me going.
Don't believe her. we've all heard this before.
I hate you. Gorgeous bean. Okay, darlings, I will be right back. And then we are going to, hopefully, have the Sims. I'll try not to laugh too hard. I'll see you all in a second, my dumplings. Oh, not that one. That one. Hello, mon ami. I has returned. Right. Let me quickly pop us onto the correct screen. Get ourselves all prepared.
First thing in the morning,
I look like somebody squished my face inside my face.
Jelly
Sophie! You get back. Oh, she's a rotter. Oh, she's a rotter. Go on. While we're on the last of last times. Another apple one. Oh, wrong one. Oh, that's horrible. So horrible. Oh. Oh. Sorry. It's not going well for me over here. I've got a very strong one. Okay, so. No. Cute dimples. You're being mean. I'm so sorry. Honestly, this is not letting me go. Where's my coffee? Okay, that's better. I'm sorry. I'm having an argument and I'm quickly typing something and it's all going horribly wrong. Oh, here we go! Music! Can everybody hear this okay? Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Pop, pop,
Peanut butter pops. Pop, pop, pop 'em in your mouth. Pop! Gotta have those jazz hands. Oh my goodness. I cannot type and this is making this twice as long as it needs to be. I think that's actually English. I hope anyway. Oh my goodness. I am so bad at this. Right. Where am I? Let me pop that there. Okay. I'm going to do my beans. Whee! While we wait. So, guys, obviously the reviews have all started coming out recently. Let's go frenemies. So, we do know some of what's coming for us today. But, still, we do like a bit of excitement, don't we? Hello, dear. You're not having a bean, my little one. Ah! We're back!
We're back. We are
Who's me yelling?
actually back.
We're here
Sorry, I'm just having an
Thank you.
argument with
Thank
my
you so much for
gorgeous
joining
but
us.
again.
intrusive puppy. There we go. Large screen.
If you didn't know, our live stream was actually happening on Friday.
Totally happening.
We were doing a good time. It was fun. We get about 10 minutes in.
I'm getting the nice
And
flavours and
then-
putting them back in.
Without warning. No heads up. Our entire
The icky
neighborhood
flavours are going to
overstreaming
Greg.
lost power.
It was wild. The lights in here all went out. Everything turned off. All
Oh
the
my
monitors
gosh.
went off.
Can you
And there was, I
imagine
think,
if
at
that was
least
you, though?
5 seconds, 10 seconds, where we both sat here just had a sort of shock.
I literally mouthed agape. Just,
Well, obviously, immediately sort of like went on our phones to check out what was going on. We saw
What's happening? Give me my
chat was
phone.
still going, and they were saying that they thought maybe Robin Banks or the land grab power company.
I'm
were
sat
getting
here eating the
revenge
nice
on us.
beans. I really make myself my own worst enemy, don't I?
Now,
Put that
have-
away.
And you know what? Like, Robin, what were you doing? If you were
Greg, we
going
can
to,
have all these
you missed
icky
the good
flavours.
stuff.
Yeah, I gotta grab that soul side.
You know what? I would like to thank Banks for leaving it for me because that sign is still immediately on my radar.
I do love
to
that
But
soul
anyways, you know
sign.
what? Regardless, we're so excited to have you guys here. Thank you for joining in on this stream. We didn't want you to miss out on all the details that we wanted to share, that we planned to share.
Yeah, and
About
we
business and
hope
hobbies.
to do today. Thank you for being patient. If the stream Friday ended up not being a good time for you, and this one was great, we're glad to have you here. If you were with us on Friday and you are back with us, thank you so much for rejoining us while we got all of our ducks in
I like
a
these
row.
two together,
Or
actually.
maybe I should say all our
quite funny.
raccoons in a row,
More like raccoons in a column.
in a stack. So if we
in a
as we
column.
stacked our raccoons.
Yeah, you know.
I love the raccoon dude.
obviously
I
the
really
key
love the
outfit is
shadowy
person,
raccoon
again.
dude, and that you
I'm
can get a
guessing.
collection
You'll
by
have to see-
visiting
you'll
him. It's
see why we're
brilliant.
wearing
Got
this.
it. And we showered, everything's clean, but I wanted this for the stream, so I'm wearing it
You're wearing
for
it,
the stream.
yeah.
I know Robin is
It's
not stopping
dedication.
me. The layer are not stopping me. I'm clean, we're good. But we are so lucky again. Thank you again.
That's exactly how I think about my clothes. You can barely see what I'm wearing, but I always think, I must make sure I don't wear the same outfit day after
I see
day.
a lot of raccoons in chat as well, so they know what's up.
They get it. Okay, so amazing. So thank you again. We're gonna get the show back on the
Oh,
road.
my
If you are
goodness.
just joining in, just to introduce myself, I'm Mercy. And
Hey,
I'm here with my
Mercy.
accomplice.
Hi, I'm Scott. I
Hey,
was a senior
Scott.
game designer on the Sims 4 Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack. We'll be taking, fingers crossed, knock on wood, an hour and a half today to play through a
Yay.
storyline involving 3 roommates trying to make it in the world of businesses and hobbies.
Oh, I know, I
We
should do.
hope to watch a burglary go down as well. And
Burglary!
Not a burglary of power, though. Just, you know, a burglary. And we're lucky to be joined again by 3 amazing developers who worked on this pack to share more insider
Yay.
news and info about just all the love and thought that went into building businesses and hobbies.
There you
So
go.
thank you
Just
again,
putting the
devs, for staying up
leftover
late.
beans
They
into
are
a pack
based
for
across
Gregory
Europe,
to
so please
consume.
bear with us if you do notice
He
any
likes
delays,
lime and apple
while they're
flavour.
tuning in.
Yeah, they're members of the dev team. It has been a joy and a privilege to work
Right.
with them on this expansion
popcorn
pack.
time.
So let's introduce them to you now.
Let's wait for the
Natalie,
cats.
take it away.
The cat's the doggy.
Sul Simmers, Natalie here again. I'm calling back in from London in the United Kingdom, and I am still the lead producer on Businesses and Hobbies.
And we
Thank
are
goodness.
so glad that you are here and able to join us. Now, Natalie, again, will be on voice through our gameplay section to give us just insights on the development process.
Yeah, and we have the inside scoop from our lead designer on the pack. She'll be here throughout the stream as well. Hello, Shenya.
Oh,
Hola teamers and hola Mergy and Scott.
Hola.
This is Shania reporting from Barcelona, Spain again. I'm the lead
Sorry,
designer
I've got
of
shit
all
all
the
over the
gameplay
place
in
here.
Businesses and Hobbies and the burglar as well.
That's right. Shenya not only has the deets about the pack, but also our sticky-fingered friend, Robin Banks.
hey, Robin Banks.
We also have one more insider that's here with us today. If you tuned in on the last stream, and if you just know, I do love Create a Sim, and we, as well as just all the art in the game, as well as build by. So we actually have
dog's eating
Ava
more
on the
popcorn
line
again.
to talk to us on that.
Thank you, Mercy and Scott. Hi there, Simmers. Hi. I'm happy to be back. This is Eva talking to you from Stockholm, Sweden. And I'm the art
Way.
director for this pack.
Thank
From
you for
Sweden.
being here again, development team. Thank you so much.
I really
Okay,
love
so
those window decors.
before
I
we
said
left
this
off,
last time, but I
you know,
really
power
like
outage.
them.
Before we left
Are they
off, last we were talking
pre-existing or
about
is this
all
coming
the
with the
different
pack, do you
businesses
think?
that are available in The Sims 4 Businesses and Hobbies. And you shared a pretty wild number. Scott, do you want to remind us of that?
Sure, yeah. If you open up the business configuration panel, you'll see that in this expansion pack, you have these customer
have to ask
activities that
Uncle
you
Greg
can
for a
set
bit
for
more
your business, your
coffee.
business activities. Between base game and the businesses and expansions pack, there are 76 activities that you can pick from here. If you have other packs, there will be more.
I do like
and
that
each
it is
business, as
integrated.
you can also see
A
in the
lot of the
panel,
time you
can
don't feel they
select
do
up
that
to
when they
5
bring up these new
activities
things.
to configure in. And so I did the math and I checked it again over the weekend just to make sure I wasn't lying. That means with all the permutations, there are over 2.2 billion with a B, unique business configurations that you can set up with this pack.
It'd be fun
We
to
share a
just
full
do
list
try and do
of
the most
these
random
activities,
businesses.
I think.
Although to be fair,
in our blog post, so
Ink and Clay is
someone can
still
drop that
fairly
link in chat,
random.
You can go there, but
How gorgeous is
I'm
that
very excited for players
glass
to get their hands
design,
on this
though?
and be able to try out some of these combinations.
I know. In the chat from the last stream, we actually got to see a lot of creative combinations, and our creators have also been having a lot of fun with early access. So, chat, definitely share any of your fun, punny business names. There were some favorites from the last one.
Yeah, we love a good pun. I think, as
Oh,
I said,
punny.
the power went out. We were,
You know, I
we were on our
genuinely
phones
thought for a
checking
second there
in,
she said
and I
cunty,
think I saw in
which would have
chat that
been
there were some names
fine.
like Inks and Drinks or Sleep on It. I think I saw the Sweatshop, which sounded a little bit like a shady business to me, and one called Risky Ink. If you have any good ones that you're planning, drop them in chat, and I'll see if I can sneak them into this stream.
No, you had a great one. After. Yes. The power went out. You dropped a really funny one.
Yeah, I was like, I think I want to start a new tattoo shop, maybe called No Ink Shaming.
Or you could get, rock your bad tattoos.
Yeah.
You rock your bad tattoos. As a matter of fact, someone create a no ink shaming because I need that on the gallery gameplay, please. I just honestly can't wait to see all the small businesses thrive. And speaking of businesses,
I was just gonna say I'm gonna read one from chat that I
please,
just
go
saw
nuts.
that I like, which is a real Sims deep cut journey to tattoo.
Journey.
Ah,
The Sims 4 Journey to Tattoo.
For you
I kind of like that one.
Is that where will they practice on you before you officially start?
Yeah, I think you gotta start somewhere.
Okay, so where we left off, I
okay.
You had
Ink and
we had just started to look at this business that you had set up for our stream today.
Here we go.
We have the
As I said before,
the
I
gameplay
actually really
trailer
like
that
this
has been
building.
out. Also, a lot of our creators have put
Which
out
makes me want to try and
really
do
cool
something
videos
similar.
now. So we're not going to go too deep into all the business configuration today because that was covered a little bit in the trailer. But we do want to dig a little into the kind of hobbies and activities and skills that we're adding with the pack and what you can do with them today. And so you've set up this business ahead of time, but sort of to allow us to dig into that. And you have said,
Feeding
you
my
promised
puppies.
me that this
They really
household
should
as
be
well
eating meat
will be
downstairs,
available on the
but-
gallery when the game launches.
They sure will. So we are at Ink and Clay. I showed you guys kind of a little shot earlier. It's Tats and Pots, but for the sake of this stream today, it is Ink and Clay, and it is owned by Zach Love here.
Yeah, tell me about these
With the
Sims that
wicked
you
hair.
made for us.
Yes, let me tell you about these Sims. So this is Zach Love. He owns Ink and Clay, and he is actually.
I think
an
Mercy
esteemed
uses CC at
entrepreneur.
home.
He has the new aspiration for esteemed entrepreneur because this is his business. He is a tattoo artist with the new idealist trait. So you'll see over here, we added a new trait, which is idealist, which is usually Sims who have like high moral standards. They're trying to do their best to take a really good job about running a very good business. And so for him, he is, you know, a tattoo artist. He actually was a painter.
I love this room. The room is very cool and very on brand for a lot of tattoo places. It has to be said.
He's now owner of Ink and Clay, and he runs this with a mentor, Hori Taro. So we have Hori Taro here, who is an employee at Ink and Clay, and he is in charge of the pottery side. So he is a potter, and he was able to kind of create this business with Hori Taro. So he's a master of the arts. He loves pottery, painting, and
I do like the idea of being able to do mentoring. I have to say that sort of triggers a lovely warm feeling in me for some reason.
Later, though.
Awesome.
So Zach is here, you know, bringing his art to a new canvas, which is Sims Bodies. We'll see if we have any customers. Yes, looks like we got a few customers coming in.
Yay, customers.
And so he's been doing it for a little minute now, you know, establishing a home.
So, yeah, we're definitely. I have pre-ordered. I will tell you now. Before this even came on, I have pre-ordered.
A new employee named
I see a third member of that household.
So hopefully Friday we should be able to play it, and you guys can live vicariously through me for once, instead of me living vicariously through you.
That comes into the pack, and so after leaving, you know, her other job, she's non-committal. She's had a few personal troubles in her life.
Is that what we're calling them?
That's
personal troubles? Okay.
So Zach invited her to move in and help around with his small business, because now you can also bring in household members to work in your business with you. So she's actually also an employee.
Nice.
In Clay.
So is this private area or is this
calling while she works here? So as mentioned, she's
business
a bit
area?
She's so cute. She's a bit of fun with her shady traits. So Shen, you
Wow.
want to tell us a little bit about
Store the
two
sweets in the
traits,
fridge.
Idealist and shady, and how they work together?
Oh, look at those. Oh my goodness, those vases at the front, they were beautiful.
Only do things if it benefits them. So they not only have better success in mischief interactions, they can also throw shade. They can even raise up other Sims and get them to embrace the shady side of things. And get this, they have their own rabbit hole interaction to go on heists, so they can go solo or team up with other shady Sims if they want to earn some extra simoleons. And also, with some careers, they can betray their workmates for an instant promotion. So yeah, these Sims, they're totally shameless.
Okay.
Now, idealist Sims, on the other hand, they're all about trying to make the world a better place based on their principles. They can lead by example, they daydream about the future, but they'll also be really insistent about expressing their beliefs. So if they get involved in anything shady or scheming, they will definitely feel embarrassed. And as you can imagine, idealist and shady are conflicting traits, so you cannot equip both on the same Sim.
Okay, noted.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
That totally makes sense. So Zach is actually an idealist tattoo artist.
Picking out these new traits are really going to have an impact on how a Sim feels.
So, but is it possible to fail
in
at,
themselves
how
if they
does
make
that
wrong
play out? And are there
choices,
any
which
ways
is
for a Sim to practice
interesting.
besides doing it directly on a Sim?
It is absolutely possible to fail.
Really,
The art team had a
Cowgirl?
ton of fun
Well, if you
coming
know
up
you're
with
going to
their
get it,
fun
I
tattoo
suppose, as
designs,
long as
which
you
they
buy it
applied to
before the
unlike Sims
18th of
to receive
April,
a
you'll still
tattoo
get
from a
those
local skilled
extras,
artist,
won't you?
Particularly if that artist is in a negative mood. Customers might even refuse to pay. Luckily,
Excuse me,
though,
I should have
higher
muted
skilled
that.
artists can offer touch-ups to increase quality and also remove tattoos entirely. So if you want to avoid the drama, Mercy, I recommend starting your Sims out practicing on a digital sketchpad, which will build tattooing skill and also.
I think they
unlock
missed
new
a
tattoo designs.
chance of getting like practice skin.
Yeah, you can see that he's working on the sketchpad right now. I remember that one of our artists, Jess, on the team, is really passionate about tattoos and was doing some of our tattoo art. Had a really hard time actually making the botch tattoos because she's just such a good artist.
Oh my
When
God.
she was drawing the tattoos, wanted to make them. They would just naturally come out so well. And
I love
so,
this.
as a
Offer
fun fact,
tattoo removal
what she had to do
for all the
is she had to use
prices.
her left hand to draw the botch tattoos to make them look more messed
I love
up.
that the prices are
For
kind of
me, I
decent
love when
as well.
Sims fail. One of the, especially when they're doing something creative in game. I think one of my favorite.
Like, you know,
objects
not
from base
everything's
game
just going to
might
be scratch art,
the,
is it?
The low quality woodworking toilet that you can make.
Oh, I
and
missed
so
that.
I think our botch tattoos are even cooler than just our perfectly done
Wall
ones.
plant.
Well, I can't imagine what it's like to get a botch tattoo. Unfortunately, Zach Love over here, his handsome self, he actually is level 8 in his tattoo skill. So
I'm
he's
loving
readily
this
available to
studio.
both also
It is
increase the
gorgeous.
quality
I
or straight
love
remove tattoos.
the whole
Now, I
vibe is
actually have a
so
tattoo
bang
that I
on.
want
Do you know what I
removed.
mean?
Not because it's bad. Not because it's bad. It's actually a really nice piece, but it's good real estate. It's in a good spot, so I kind of want it moved.
Yeah. You want to
but
like upgrade that space.
I just like that
Yeah,
spot. But
yeah.
I heard it hurts very badly and it takes multiple sessions. In the case of The Sims, it takes really nothing. So they have
They got it easy.
It will just disappear, huh?
So, like I said, I've heard that there's.
Well, how
bunch of
realistic do you want it to be, you know?
Let's actually give somebody a tattoo. Who are we feeling like giving a tattoo? Should we give it to Mortimer? Let's give Mortimer a tattoo.
that's
Yeah,
about time.
definitely.
I wanna. Let's see. Should it be like a dedication tattoo?
Yeah, do it for his missus. Do a tattoo for
There we go.
Bella.
Let's give Mortimer a tattoo. Let's give him. I'm going to give him.
You got to pick. You're the tattoo expert. I have no tattoos.
Okay.
I've always been scared to get a tattoo. Both when I
Aw.
was younger, I was like, I don't know. It seems like I would be permanently altering myself. And then later, I was just like, when I got older, it was just like, I'm scared it'll hurt. 'cause I'm a baby. But I'm also very susceptible to peer pressure.
What a
So I
friend,
would say,
and
like,
she always
I've told
says
the European
she
team
finds
if
getting
there was
tattoos
enough
so
pressure
relaxing.
from
She
them,
enjoys the feeling of
I'd
it.
probably would get like a Sims tattoo, if anything.
Crazy bin.
I mean, same. I kind of want a cow plant, but with that said, so of course there's like the custom tattoos, but there's a bunch of already really cool tattoo options to do on Sims. So Natalie, do you want to talk a little bit about the inspiration behind these? Give me this one.
Yeah, sure. I'm really glad Scott mentioned Jess earlier. Character artist, and she's got a personal connection to 2 of our designs. So firstly, there's a Celtic design, which was inspired by medieval Irish art, like the Book of Kells, which has always been particularly special to her. Then there's the 2
excellent.
magpies design, which is actually
Oh, look at the
she's getting
signs.
for herself.
Oh, I love that.
These 2 magpies are a reference to that old nursery rhyme.
So you can
which goes,
put
"Once
people
was
where you
sorrow,
need them to be.
joy." And you can see in the design they're sort of looking
Oh, I
for
see what
each
you mean
other.
now.
You
Yes,
have
I
to
just
work
caught
to
it.
find joy.
The
Aw.
why is he stripped? He's only getting his
If we
arm
decide At the
done.
end of this, I might have Maeve get her first piece from Zach. But if we don't have time, you all.
That would be very cool if we could,
Perfect
Cowgirl,
tattoo.
huh?
They'll be
People
available
could
in the
actually get
gallery for you
portraits of
guys.
their family or something.
Like, for real, why even having a tattoo best friend,
Mm.
tattooing best friend?
Yeah.
If they aren't like.
I do
regularly
like that
tattooing
wall.
you,
Yeah.
Still.
It's a big
Almost like
advantage.
wall sconce style, isn't it?
Especially
The plants, that's what we're talking about.
But still, we'll be diving deeper into the new tattoo customization that's in the base game as well as what's coming into businesses.
Mortimer's
and
worse.
the create a sim portion of
Is he going to tap
Nice.
out?
Yeah, and so we've met the household now. We've
Mhm.
gotten a little look at their business. It's chugging along. We've seen their traits.
I do like the tattoo-inspired wall art as well.
The coffee bar.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you wanted to take us out a little bit, zoom out, and see, take a look at the overall business, and maybe, if we have a chance, at the world of Nordhofen itself.
Sure. So let's have Maeve. You know, despite being an employee, she's a little bit busy. Again, she came to Nordhaven to get inspiration, to feel
Find herself.
to find herself. So let's have her find herself around.
What's that gold dust?
Nordhaven real quick. So she's gotten dressed. Let's
Tell us,
travel
tell us,
out and
tell
get a
us.
bigger view of it.
Oh wow!
I was gonna say, like, I.
Oh, I see. It just has a huge plot, but they've got the
I've gotten used to
some of the
pronouncing
colouring and
world
stuff
as
behind.
Nordhaven. I know a lot of creators, and you just said Nordhaven. I think both are allowed. It's like, you know, when when there are places that are named something where maybe the locals pronounce it one way and other people pronounce it another way. So no ink shaming for calling it Nordhaven or Nordhaven. You know,
Nordhaven. Either way. So, you know,
yes.
Eva, as art director, what were some of the inspirations behind the world's design?
You're right. They do normally sit so they can be closer to the actual
so actually the world was inspired
skin, don't they?
not by one, but by several Northern European places like Stockholm, Amsterdam, Oslo, Copenhagen, even a little bit of London and Berlin.
Love her accent.
Actually, we really feel like at home, because most of the team is actually based in some of these cities.
Yeah, I totally feel that. I actually is super lucky. I got a chance to meet with the European devs in person and visit Stockholm a few times while working on this pack, and it was a blast. Stockholm is a beautiful city.
This is gorgeous. I really love this.
I'm going to take a moment here and just say,
and I'm not upset.
If you haven't been to Stockholm, you should be. But if you do go to Stockholm,
I'm not upset that it's two worlds,
go to the Vasa
two areas
museum,
of this world.
one of the best museums in the world.
Because
it is a museum about a Swedish warship that sank in the early 1600s.
I think it's still effective as two zones
of the dock, like just a kilometer out, which is like. It is a funny historical story, but the museum does a great job of describing how they recovered it. You get to walk into this building, and there's this giant 17th century perfectly preserved
clunk on you there, guys.
It's a little bit of a joke with the European team, just how obsessed I am with the Vasa. But it is, if you go to Stockholm, you got to go to the Vasa Museum. All right, chat. I think that's my tangent for now. I think if I were to get. Now thinking about it, if I were to get a tattoo, maybe it would be a Vasa. Maybe a Vasa with a plumb bob above it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I love this world of Nordhaven because when I get to play in it, when I get to walk around in it and look at it, it really does remind me of visiting Stockholm. I think the team did a wonderful job of capturing that beauty and capturing that sense.
I'm loving that we got a lot of decoration in the European mode, and I'm loving that.
Yeah, give me a Vasa tattoo on the gallery. And then I will put it on my Sim self. That's easy. I can do that.
But first of all, I'm jealous. Until they fly me out, this doesn't count. Like, I will be spending time in Nordhaven until then. And there are 12 lots in Nordhaven, with the biggest being 50 by 40. And we even have an abandoned lot. So we're on with a 50 by 40 right now. But we have this abandoned lot. I think this is
New
so
Harbor
cool,
Park,
you guys.
Yeah.
New Harbor Park. It is actually perfect for shell challenges. So the team actually did this like a built-in shell challenge where you can kind of flip this and turn it into something, into your own business, into your residential business, into your small business.
Yeah.
It's just really, really cool. And
they're giving us shell challenges now.
But we also had 4 builders working with us on this pack. So we had Eva Rocky, who did Kant's Modern, which is
a museum.
Yeah. And the Old Foundry. Then there is Kelly Hart, who did the old Tornet.
It would be cool to get another blank world, wouldn't it?
We have Lorraine.
Cabbage rolls. I've never had cabbage rolls.
And Coffee Boon. And then we had Johanna Builds, who did the Rouge Note and Terracotta. So thank you so much.
Yeah, beautiful builds.
Eva, how was it working with these talented builders?
I really love the look of this world.
It was such a blast.
I'm loving the extra information we've got about your played sim, about where they are, either in the world or in your map.
After that, the builders really started working by their own. We have some reviews, and
I think that base game update's really going to make things a little bit more fluid for everybody.
So they could showcase their talent and creativity, of course. You know, I think their creations are
the dark side of The Sims by Kendra.
These builds are a fantastic addition to the world. I'm very happy.
No.
Yeah, I think I love working with builders. They're
It would
always
be
so
nice if they
talented.
could give us
I
a blank
have a hard
world
time
and then we could
building
choose
in-game.
which
I
style
always
of world we
know, but,
wanted. So
well,
we'd like have a
there's
drop-down
box for them
template.
to live in. So
And we
I'm
could
so
have
happy
like
that we
something
got
like this
these
with
in,
2
and
areas. We could pick
working
3
on the pack
areas, or we could
also,
just do
you
one
see
big
the
area
evolution of
like
these lots as you're
Newcrest.
working on it, right? They start
I think there's an
empty, you kind of get
opportunity there to
placeholders,
make it a
and
little
seeing
bit
them go through
more
the process is
individual
also
to
super
people.
inspiring.
And I think
so,
that would be cool,
love
that you could pick
being able
what
to then bring that
style of
work
work
and give
map
it
it's
back
going to be.
to the players in this pack.
Yeah, I'm not a builder at all, so shout out to the gallery, shout out to my builder sims out there. You guys are
Kendra,
the
maybe you
reason
should
why
start
my
thinking
Sims
about
have
making
homes.
CC.
Well-designed, but really cute homes. So hearts in
Mods.
chat for all of our lot builders. Honestly, I'm really excited to see what you guys create with the cell challenge in the pack, and what our community does with it. But we're gonna hop to a very specific build. We're gonna go to Terrapotta.
Okay.
To, again, Maeve is trying to explore herself. She's trying to find
Yeah.
herself. And I think pottery.
Okay,
which is
valid
one of our
point,
new
Kendra.
hobbies, and skills. That's
Good thing to try.
You need to get a
like
PC.
something to
And
experience.
then...
Yeah.
This is so exciting. Again, sorry, I geek out over really silly things, but I was so excited
Yeah.
to see this.
The first time this popped up for you?
Yes, I was like, oh my gosh, like the fact that you truly can visit as a customer or
Oh,
as,
I love
as a
that.
residential. It really shows that it is like there's the residential side, but then you can actually experience this just as a
That's
customer.
wicked. I never
Yeah.
even
Not
thought
just as
about
someone
that.
who's, like, running
How
the
cool is
business.
that?
Right.
Playing
Because I
both
think
sides.
that's what everyone thinks of first, right? When you're thinking about a business, it's like
Yeah.
having your own small business. but we
Cowgirl, that
wanted
would be
to really
wicked.
able to provide the customer
Make a
experience
world
as well.
pack.
And so when you're visiting a residential
Genius.
small business,
Get
we
that
also want to
idea
give you the option to
submitted.
say, hey, if you're just visiting the household, if you're a friend of theirs, you don't always have to visit as a customer, but giving you that option kind of right from travel to make sure that we know what you're there to do.
I think that is
Ha, that would be cool.
So this is the build. Gorgeous.
The Judge
Terracotta
Judy
is
pack.
Gorgeous. So Maeve
Series of
is here to
celebrity
get some
judges
knowledge and
included.
some backstory for support. Again, you actually might recognize these Sims from our gameplay trailer. So let's see where they are. Oh, so we have.
This is a fun build.
Are they
There
upstairs?
they are. There's one upstairs.
That's Gert, right?
Gert and his wife. Let's see. Where's Miss Missy? Well, let's have her check in. Actually.
Yeah, if we check in, maybe we'll.
Ooh.
Uncomfortable.
Business is a reoccurring fee. So yeah, she wants to. We're getting in because we're gonna get some lessons. We're gonna sit in and join in some lessons.
Try and learn a little bit
Yeah.
about
No
pottery.
creature.
Yeah, in this pack, we have added both classes and lectures
here we
as a sort
go.
of way of learning skills and upping your hobbies. Natalie, do you want to talk a little bit about how they work and how they're different?
Sure thing. So classes are goal-based events in which Sims can earn bronze, silver, or gold, either as a teacher or a student. So what you'll need to run these is a small
Wouldn't that be the
business, a
dream?
hobby whiteboard, and appropriate
There we go.
pottery.
Pottery.
It's got the pottery table set up, but if you wanted to run, say, a painting
I
class,
love
you
that
need
you can
people,
monetize hobbies.
and it differs
Even though I
for each
hate
of
that
them.
you got to monetize hobbies to live
So the
these
hobby
days.
whiteboard can also be used outside of small businesses to run lectures.
Hi, by the way,
They're
if you
not
want to
all events,
subscribe.
but they are a great way for multiple students to learn a skill at the same time from a skill.
I'm so clumsy at this kind of
And after that,
stuff.
you'll run lectures anywhere you place a hobby whiteboard.
Very
Or just
cool.
watch
And
adverts. You're
there's your learning
absolutely
how,
fine.
teaching. Classes make money, and lectures are free for everyone. So I think that's a good distinction if you're kind of like telling your story and trying to figure out which one you might want to. I love that they're both new ways for our Sims to level up their skills, to embrace a new hobby, or maybe develop an existing one with someone who is a little bit more skilled or learned there. Chat, I'm curious if you are thinking about hosting lectures or classes, if you're in it for the simoleons, or if you're in it just for the
In it for the
love of hobby.
simoleons, baby.
They're also, I want to say, like, maybe we've seen it in the menus a little bit. There are mentorships now as well. Shenya, how does a mentorship work, and how does it play out for Sims on both sides of the mentorship?
I'll tell you how it works, but before I want to say that mentorship has always been one of my favorite parts of base game, because when Sims teach skills to each other, they level up faster. So what we did now is that we've taken it even further by adding nearly all skills to the mentorship system and making it easier to mentor directly through skill-related objects. So you will find the mentor interaction on the object itself. We've also deepened the bond between mentors and mentees by creating a new relationship type. So now Sims can officially ask any other Sim to be their mentor, as long long as they
Okay.
have a higher skill level than the sim, and that skill is at least level 5. So once
Ooh,
your sim
okay.
has a mentor, they will visit them, they will send gifts to their mentees, and overall help them boost their skill progress.
Okay, so you've got to get a certain level of knowledge before you can become a mentor.
To Maeve earlier, but she rejected him. She was like, as you can see, Hori has recently asked Maeve about mentorship. We tried. We tried. Maeve was not interested in hearing from Hori. But let's say,
just not close enough, maybe, right?
Maybe they're just not close enough. Maybe pottery just isn't her thing yet. I mean, I think she might have a skill set for it, but she didn't want to hear it from Hori. Hori, I guess, Hori's already Zach's mentor, so maybe that's just the
Popcorn's
case.
very greasy today.
But right now,
How
he is
rude.
scratching his sword.
How
But
rude.
let's say, that you don't have a perfectly wonderfully created mentor like Hori.
You haven't crafted your household specifically for mentorship.
You haven't specifically crafted your household. You can always check out some of the many hobby meetups that are happening across Nordhaven. So there's one that typically takes place over here.
I'm sort of
and you
thinking
can
some
look
kind of
into meetup
love story
information, learn
between
about all the different,
someone
meetups
who
that
is
take
like
place,
an
and from
active
there you can actually
artist
find
and
your
then somebody
mentor.
who's just
So
got
you can
out
see,
of
check what the
art
current
school
meetup
and
is. It'd be right
they
as
become
readers.
mentors,
Maybe
and then they
she
become
wants to be
lovers,
writer,
and then it
maybe she
becomes
wants to be a reader.
tempestuous. Darlings, it writes
So if you head over to
itself.
the meetup, you can always find a mentorship there.
Yeah, and I think what's really cool is these hobby meetups, they take place across both neighborhoods, but at slightly different times. There's a lot of information available from the sign. So if you're looking for the schedules of them, you can find when they're happening. And then we have meetup notification settings as well. So if you're like, oh, I want to know when Writers and Readers is happening, but
This
I don't
is
want to
very
get a
cool.
notification for every meetup in both neighborhoods.
So
we
you're
can
not getting
very
bombarded.
specifically customize
Because we really do have a
to
lot in our
what helps
calendars
you,
now, don't
right,
we?
as a player, or what story you're telling with your Sims.
I think that's great. Sometimes
See, there's a missed opportunity for woohoo, isn't it?
Certainly find other
Woohoo by a pottery bar.
of like-minded hobbies there as well. As you were saying, if you're looking for a mentor, or just for some other Sims to do the same things that you're interested in with, right?
I think you
I think
can
awesome, especially like
reuse
as someone who like loves a good
stuff,
story and like
but I'm
passing
not
things down and being
sure
able to now have
whether
that with,
broken
like, all the
pottery
skills
that
in the
isn't
game and all the hobbies in the game that
refixed
already
is
exist to be able to like
recycled,
turn
you
it
know?
into like a group session, whether it's for lectures. It's very, very exciting. So
Yeah.
it looks like they're having a really good time, but ultimately, let's see, we're earning a silver. Let's see, do we have time? I wonder if I can get us to gold. Do I have time?
Yeah, you can play around a little bit. I was going to say, like looking at the chat, we did a little survey. Most of our players, at least those here, saying they're going to run classes. They're in it for the Benjamins.
Hey.
Actually, I should.
I wonder
careful.
how many
that implies
of different...
that there's a currency in The Sims that has a man named Benjamin on it, and I don't want to be creating lore like
Yeah,
that.
how many backdrops for the whiteboards have we got?
Benjamin.
They got.
The Somalians.
They're in it for the Jeffries.
For the Joffreys.
For the Joffreys.
For the Joffreys. Actually, I still have beef with the land grabs. They turned off my power.
Wow.
So let's see. We have to glaze a ceramic object. So let's see if we can glaze that.
Yeah, so you're seeing now that you have these, with the classes, you have specific goals that you're trying to reach, right? And as you get higher levels of goals, you will get a better kind of
Now, why did he have to
result
sit down to
of
pick
the
that
event.
up?
You are doing this as a student right now.
Considering
I
all
think
he
what
did was
is
this,
exciting
do you know?
is that if you were to be playing the owner of the small business, you would be running
Okay,
a
so
class,
this
and you
looks
have different
like
goals
the
as
decorating
one
and
who's running the
glazing
class
phase.
as opposed to the one who's taking it.
Oh, look, he glazed it. He's putting it in the... So I don't know much about pottery, but this makes me curious. I wish I was creative enough to get into pottery, but these are really, really cute objects that they created. They're also... I heard some are functional.
Yes, if you actually, I know she's in the middle of
Cool.
making one right now. If you were to
Very pretty.
take Corey
Very
and
pretty.
select create, does he have a higher skill level? So you can
Sure
see a
does.
lot of them, right? And you can see there are some really cool decorative
Okay.
pieces. But if you go down here, you'll see
Raccoon
a tea
vase!
set, an incense burner, and
I like
a
the intricate
planter, I think,
vase.
are the big ones that I'm thinking of, which are not just pieces that you make.
Oh my
to
God,
set out to
candle
be
holders as
decoratively
well.
Really cool. But you
Gnomes!
can use them. The tea set you can use to serve tea,
Abstract
to drink
wall
tea.
sculpture.
The planter pot is a great alternative to
Ooh.
our other planters if you're looking to do some gardening.
that is so. I love this. I love being able to like create something and then like.
It looks like we got a
because it makes it just
fair
have,
old
like, double
choice,
purpose.
doesn't it?
So she even created places. Excellent.
There you go.
Oh, that's a big
Look at
one.
our girl.
That's obviously one for the
Maybe
plants,
this is
isn't
gonna
it?
be your thing. So since we received gold, we're gonna go ahead and just look out. It's getting late. We're gonna end the class a little early. Let's go home. Oh no! I wonder what happened. But either way, we were successful. She got a gorgeous.
Something went wrong, you mean?
Take it home.
Yeah, that should be yours.
Take it home. Yes. And then let's see. Oop, wrong button. Corey, let's get your object home. Thank you. Taking that. I came here with a purpose. You're not keeping my items. Okay? Worked hard. I deserve it. So we're gonna
Well, it does look like they've got a really good
Let's
variety of stuff.
and check out some of the new systems, especially guys. I geek out over everything.
There's an item at home that I know you're excited about.
Hori!
I am
Great.
so excited.
I kept trying to work out who Jorge was. I misheard her.
In it showing it off.
Yes. Mind you, how often do I make any jewellery?
So,
I was so excited. All I wanted was the decor, really.
I'm very much a family generational game player. Like my current game player is like 13 generations counting right now.
All right.
So it's pretty
humble
intense.
brag.
Is it a brag? Is it a brag or is it? Should I be ashamed? We'll see. We'll see. Please ignore that building in the back. We'll get back to it. We'll get to it in a second. But this new item that was brought into this is located right here. So this is where
it looks like it's just a cute little decorative book, right? That's in your kitchen.
Just a book, but it does offer a new system called Family Recipes.
Ooh.
And so you can actually create, teach, prepare, and view family recipes. Guys,
Excellent. Create a family recipe.
So again, because don't all families have family recipes? I feel like, and if you don't, that's okay.
Yeah.
You can start now. Create your own family recipe. But basically, do we actually want to
spaghetti?
I want to hear how this works from Shenya. Can you tell us how the system works?
Yeah, of course you can. So with this feature, Sims can create their own homestyle cooking recipes by picking a dish, then adding a secret ingredient and a special gameplay effect. So once they created a recipe, they can cook it themselves and teach it to other Sims. But to unlock the gameplay effect for a recipe, the Sim has to have personally experienced it first. So to give you an example, Sims can create a family recipe that helps others get over heartbreak, but only if they work through their own heartbreak first. Oh.
Okay, got ya.
Oh.
Wow.
So you have to bring your own experience to
I
it.
love this so much. More family, more generational gameplay. Yes, please.
Yes, indeed. If you scroll down, like I know it looks a little spicy,
me, guys.
but the one here at the bottom, Fertility Unleashed.
Ooh.
I really love this special touch because it really reminds me of sort of the kind of thing that your grandmother
This will work really well with
like, where she's like
witchy
every family
types,
member
wouldn't
that
it?
has ever had
Creating
my
little
special dumplings
spells.
has always had twins. And so she's like, eat these dumplings, you'll have twins. And I think the storytelling that's
I love
available
this.
here, combined
I
with just
really
sort of
love
the
this.
fun of making these family recipes is really, really cool. I married into a family recipe. We have a Thanksgiving dish that we cook at our home. And chat, if you're ever in the Bay Area, I'm going to regret this, but if you're ever in the Bay Area and need somewhere to go for Thanksgiving, let me know. It's like a Friendsgiving. Everyone's welcome. But we have a dish that is I'm going to use the word very loosely, a salad, where the main ingredients are Jell-O and cranberry, and colloquially, we call it the pink stuff. And everyone who has come over for Thanksgiving had the pink stuff, and I think initially you're like, I don't know
Pink
about
stuff
this.
is
But they end
scrubbing
up loving
cleaner,
and
isn't
with the amount of
it?
sugar in it, I feel like it gives my kids a sort of mystery fuel perk of their own for the rest of the night.
Sorry, I keep catching the mic. I do
There
apologise.
was a time where Jell-O and salads were like,
He is funny.
The time is now. It's still happening.
I think these two just match
No,
energy
we'll have you over.
beautifully,
We'll
don't
have- we'll
they?
give you got to try the pink stuff.
Try the pink stuff. It's delicious.
So while Zach is hard at work cooking a delicious meal, we have to see what our little shady Maeve is going to be up to. Let's go ahead and close the business because it's late. Oop, wrong
that's
person.
not her
He can't
purpose.
close the business. Let's close Ink and Clay. Let's close it in the meantime, because it's late. You know, no one needs to run the business right now. Let's actually have
It's
our
a
shady
huge-
characters, you know,
Huge flat.
do some shady stuff. Like,
Okay.
they're gonna look for
sorry.
some friends.
What kind of shady stuff is there in this world?
I think. Give me 1 second. Let me.
You gotta find it. You gotta find it.
Find
You
the
gotta
shady stuff.
Find the shade.
You know, it's not something you gotta keep it. You don't do shady things just up front
out in the
and
open?
out in the open. You do shady stuff in alleyways and corners. So we have to find a very special
Oh, wait.
alley.
Yeah.
You know, she's gonna spend some time in this alley.
I love
Very
this.
simple alley, an alley that has nothing going on except
A legitimate and normal sim.
Trashly real person.
Real person. So let's go greet this person. Let's go check out Trashly as a Trashly.
I love this. This is just pure Sims whimsy,
I do
and
love this
sometimes there's
character.
not enough
And
of this.
There was a time where the Sims community actually thought Trashly was going to be our new burglar.
No. Trashly is a legitimate and normal sim who just wanders around Nordhaven. The inspiration for Trashly is
The little
definitely
tail
not,
sticking out.
3 raccoons in a trench coat. It is a normal sim who, I'm dressed up in support of Trashly. Players can find them in this shady alleyway, selling their own rendition of famous art sometimes and other mysterious surprise boxes.
If you watch Little Simsy's review,
I will
she
just
spent,
say,
because
just
you
like
can
as an aside,
get stuff from this
the
guy, and there's a
environment
collection,
and the effects
and
in this
she's obsessed with
alleyway,
doing the collections.
I love it.
So
Like, it
basically,
really makes it
she ended
feel,
up just sitting there for like an hour or
feel
so,
like a
buying
place
like 1,000
that
of these
you're
boxes just to
going,
complete the
right? And
collection.
you're not quite sure what might happen
Her review's good. You
Cool.
should definitely
Well,
watch it.
okay, so let's check out the business. Did it pretty
there.
well.
Oh yeah, you closed your Ink
We
and Clay
closed
for the day.
business.
Yeah.
Yep, Ink and Clay's closed. New family recipe potential. Ooh, oh, guys, I'm picking this out. Hold on. Pause real quick. This meal turned out really nice, but Zach thinks he can improve it even more. Try create a family recipe and add some extra flavors to it. That's exciting.
Oh,
That's really
cool. So
I
you
love
can
that
keep
system.
adding
I'm
flavours
pretty
to
sure
it.
As someone who likes to cook, I love that system. But
That's cool.
Trashly,
I like
so he's
that.
legitimate and
Hey,
normal,
sad is
not
sad
criminal.
boy.
Yeah,
Hope
not-
you're doing well,
Definitely not a
darling.
criminal, more
Yeah, because the thing
mischievous.
is, if you hand this family recipe down, you could
You
keep
might not be able
adding
to
to
get
it and
any
changing
attraction
it
towards
so
right
that
now, but
by the time you get to the
you
end
always
of
take a
Not So
look
Berry,
at
for
it in
example, the
trash
whole
can.
recipe's changed.
Just as you were saying,
Started
I
off
think
as
some
chicken a la
people
carte
thought
and
Trashly
ended
was
up
going to be a
as
Trashly might give you
pigs in a
some
blanket.
good
I don't
advice.
know.
But
I
don't ever
start
break into
these
your
things
home.
and I
Don't
never
ever
know
break
where I'm
into your
going with them.
business. Trashly
Don't know what I'm talking
doesn't
about.
think they're doing anything wrong, and you know what? I don't think they're doing anything wrong either.
She is not about that trash can. I mean, girl, I'm sorry. I put you through that. You are too cute
See?
to be digging into a trash
Legitimate
can.
belt
She has
skirts.
met Trashly before, and so I know that they
I do like my short skirts, we know that.
counterfeit
Primarily because I don't have the
I
legs
wouldn't
for
say
it. My
counterfeit.
Sims
No,
always do.
Trashly
Twinkies.
has seen art, appreciates art, and
Oh,
what
come
they
back,
have done is
Trashly.
they've taken some of the art
Oh,
that
more
they've seen
Trashly.
and
You know I'll
they've,
never play with Trashly when I
improved
play
it.
the game.
They've given it a little bit extra, and it's actually one of our new collections. There are 2 new collections in this pack. One of them is Trashly Certified Art. You can see the wording right there, certified, not counterfeit. Certified art. This is art that Trashly is certifying is real and from Trashly's wares.
because he's a legitimate and real person.
Legitimate and normal.
They are legitimate and
normal.
real. And normal.
I love Trashly.
You know, it's okay. Well, if we run across Trashly again, we'll see
Oh,
if
my
he'll offer
goodness.
us some wares that we can go ahead and
Okay.
grab from them. But let's actually head back over to the crew. Oh, the crew's there. Sorry, we're closed. Thanks for coming by, but you have to come back tomorrow. So Zach is gonna run.
I wonder
to
if you get the same
bathroom.
people
Gotta
coming
use
back
it.
all the
Check in
time
on
when
the
you're
carrier.
tattooing. And I wonder if they
Here's my
stay
Sims. I
tattooed
know,
once
I
you've
know,
done
real
them.
life. I just want to show off this pack.
I know. That's
I'm
always,
like, you
I
guys-
feel like that's always a little bit of the challenge with the stream. You want to show off so much stuff that your Sims are just like, also, I gotta I gotta go to the bathroom.
I gotta sleep. I have to live, you know.
Oh my
But there's
goodness.
also a new item. So what?
We saw this being used a little bit earlier, right?
We did. She started here.
Mhm.
Like, you know, again, finding herself. Maybe it's that she wants
Craft
to go
candy.
into
Oh,
candy.
shocked
okay.
candy.
So
The
we're
shocked
gonna
candy
see
looks
Maeve.
so
As you can see
good.
with Maeve, she actually has a very special option.
Shocked candy.
You know, mischievous Sims get a little bit more extra access. So Shenya, I just know you had something to do with this.
Guilty. Yeah, I might have some questionable gameplay in my save files. It's true. So when we were working on the candy machine, we wanted to make sure it could be a proper, decent way to make money for respectable Sims. But we also wanted mischievous Sims with a bit of a mad scientist vibe to have some fun with it. So if your Sim has some mischief skill, they can create shocked candy, which
Oh, I
basically
love
sends
it.
them into a sugar rush. They will be giggling nonstop. They will talk using a squeaky voice, and they will even have a little glow in their eyes. So for a short time, they can even cast lightning bolts. So they're very overpowered. So you have to be careful. Because if your
Sims
Sim
Whimsy
eats,
is
their
returning to The
lactose,
Sims
they might
4.
actually die from laughter. So you gotta be careful
Yeah.
eating that candy,
Oh
okay?
my god.
And also remember, this
Die
is
from
not
laughter.
just
Is that
about
not a new
mischief,
death
but
then?
it's also an appliance
So could we
for
just
both
keep
kids and
feeding
adults,
people
to use. They
that
can get it on
candy
make
and
it
they
fun.
die?
And it's tied to the home style cooking skill, and it comes with over 20 different recipes, including
I'm
jelly
getting my pen out here.
and lollipops.
Die
You know what? Maybe, you know,
from
Maeve, she's a little bit,
laughing.
she's different than Zach. She's a little bit shady. She's a little mischievous. Maybe she could become
Candy.
a shady business person that sells prank candy to the
Some
world.
shocked candy. I
We
can
might
see
be
that.
learning
Very, very
to make
very
candy.
cute. Oh my gosh, it's so shiny. And it comes so many different colors, but we'll get to that. I'm getting ahead of myself.
I found a new
So
death.
as we, you know, we have our little shady characters. Their day is ending. She's gonna run to the
I love new
bathroom.
deaths.
I love the
I
animation.
want to include that in it.
Cute. Also, these
Thankfully, I haven't finished finalising the rules yet,
She's
so.
gotta taste the candy. We have our, you know, Hori in the meantime.
Oh my
is
goodness.
painting, doing his craft. And Zach is enjoying a meal. So Zach seems tired. We're gonna put him in his room. I don't know why he's going to Maeve's room. Zach originally, just me getting into the story, this actually used to be a back room for his employees to like get ready and
Oh,
get
do
dressed, but he cleared
excuse
it out
me.
so
We
that
turned it
Maeve-
into a little bit
yeah,
of a guest room.
because he's a good friend to Maeve.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to let Maeve just sleep on a couch while she's staying with him. So we're going to have him go to sleep. Horitaro is probably pretty sleepy, so we'll have him get some rest as well. And we'll just let her finish making some candy for them. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. I think there's so much in this pack to explore. There's a lot of,
Yeah, I
like
love
said,
the idea of
like
putting
new
that
skills as
candy
well
in
as,
and
you
then
know, with
just keep
hobby-
feeding them
with the
that
hobbies of
candy
pottery
until
and
they
tattooing.
like
Then we have
die
the
from
candy
laughing.
making. How cute are these? Oh my gosh, they're so pretty.
I absolutely know what I'm going to be practicing
Yeah, I
when
think one
this
of the
comes
things that
out. Sod the rest
yeah.
of the game. I want to see if I can kill
Shocking.
somebody by
Did you
laughing.
make shocked candy?
I did make shock
Oh,
candy.
are
Hold
they
on, hold
both
on.
going to get shocked?
Oh no! Oh no!
I don't think
Please
this was
don't
in the
die.
plan. No,
Please
it's
don't
fine. It's
die.
fine. It's fine. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. I was
Oh,
gonna
look
say,
how
like,
pretty it is,
have
though.
the
And it
candy
is
making,
actually the
right, and
world's
we
biggest.
saw,
There's like little sparks flashing out.
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So
yes!
we'll get to see some of these
Hide her in the
effects.
woods and send the
We
kids
use
out
that.
to her.
This is one of the things that you hadn't planned on them eating it, right?
I did not. But he is Candy Brain from eating sugar cotton candy. We also have inspiring artists. I wonder if she's not high enough skill to do it well, but that's okay.
And I was going to say, like, as we saw earlier with some
Schlaffen,
of the
Schlaffen,
classes
that's
and the
good, that's
lectures.
good.
Oh,
There it
there it is.
is.
Ah, wicked, saddest boy. I love that.
She looks like a
She's
superhero.
finding herself.
She's finding
Hansel and
herself, you
Gretel.
guys, real time.
We have our
Yeah, go glowy
new
eyes,
skills
dude.
with pottery and candy making and with tattooing, but with classes and lectures, if you want to take her outside, you can try making some lightning.
I'm sure going to.
But what I really love is taking that, right, combining it with our classes and lectures, combining it with our businesses.
I love
really
how
have the opportunity
blankets
to
have
take
started to become a solid
those new
feature of
hobbies, our
sofas.
existing base game hobbies, skills and hobbies.
We literally
across
have a
all of our
sofa
paths that we
downstairs
might
and it
have,
has
and
4
create
blankets and the
your own
dogs just
storyline
nest
that
in it.
weaves all
And
of
when I
those
come in the
together,
room and I
whether you are
straighten them all
mentoring,
out,
whether you are
honestly,
teaching,
the
whether you are,
dirty
having
looks
a
I get.
business that has that going on.
Absolute
Looks
dirty
like
looks from the
something's
dogs.
blocking our friend from getting some sleep, so I'm just gonna get rid of that real quick. This is a deep cut. Just kidding. That's fine. Okay. So he's gonna get
Oh,
some
come on,
sleep.
we'll do it.
Our girl is going to go cause some mischief with this lightning. I'm very curious to see what this does because I've never actually seen it before. So let's get her outside.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Yeah.
You know, can she? Yeah, no, just to be safe.
Yeah.
Let's get her out of here. Her being a shady character, I know we have some other shady characters. You know, we have Trashly, who you think is legitimate and normal.
Trashly did nothing wrong. Hashtag Trashly did nothing wrong. Let's get that trend to that.
Trashly is legitimate.
Trashly,
No,
legit.
Legitimate and normal. Hashtag legitimate and normal. That's how I try and go about living my life. If I, at the end of the day, if people are just like, Scott, I think you are legitimate and normal, I think that's a successful day for me.
Okay,
I have as yet failed that.
Bring the lightning.
Come on, ride the lightning.
What? Maeve, you're kind of the coolest. Let's see what happens.
Getting a little distance
Oh,
away.
oh, look at this shit! Oh, wicked.
Absolutely not. Girl, maybe this might be her career. Like
Oh my
can see it
god,
for
can
her.
we
This is
kill
so
people
good.
with
This is
that?
so good. But she's sleepy, so let's get her some sleep. And let's see if we
I
can
might
dig
be a
down
little
the
obsessed.
shady character. Oh my gosh, you can hear
It's The
the
Sims.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
this? Can I kill people with it?
You're a little-
It's a little.
You're
Oh my gosh,
surprised,
that
but-
scared the.
Bugger!
It's like it doesn't stop.
It's just
The
too
jump
much.
scares don't stop.
Too much. I thought my thing broke for a second because I was like, "What the heck?" I have no control, and it just yeeted. So we've been visited. We have more shady characters.
More shady characters.
So earlier this week, as part of our celebration of the Sims 25th birthday, we were so excited to bring the burglar.
And we're all over it already.
Look, you see him rocking. And the team really went the extra mile to build in all sorts of fun interactions for the base game and other packs that we haven't seen in other games. Girl, not
Dude, if they don't expect us to turn people into slaves, zombies,
I'm curious. It's been
or crispy
the
fried
burglar has
Fritos,
been-
then they're
has been
really
in the wild
off
for a
the
little bit. I'm
lot
curious,
with how
chat,
this
if
game
any of you
works in
have been jump
reality.
scared by the burglar already this week, or last week, I suppose. And speaking of burglary, I know that Shenya, you wrote a dev diary on this that is out. You should read it if you haven't. But can you tell us a bit about the new burglar?
As I wrote in the dev diary, bringing back the burglar was kind of like a personal dream come true because even at the job interview stage, I was already asking how we could bring
Oh,
the
we read
burglar
that,
back.
didn't we?
I wish I could say the inspiration came from something whimsical, but really I was just in love with this character in past Sims games. So yeah, she is Robin Banks, and she can steal from any household or small business. Scott and Mergy, if you want, you can add the Heist Havoc lot challenge, which makes the burglar visit more often. We added this lot challenge to make sure that players had a way to have the burglar visit regularly, for those of you who love a challenge.
I am so upset.
That would be a
they're into
hardcore
the
way of
house.
doing it
Like,
for
is the business not
thingy.
enough? Robin, it's
Every
like,
time he
business not
walks out the
enough.
house,
So
the
matter of
burglar
fact,
comes
let's-
over and nicks
Wake
something.
up. Or somebody, wake up. Somebody get this burglar.
Wake up.
I feel like
What do you
this
want to put
was,
on in makeup?
You know, completely avoidable.
Yeah, I feel like you were very unprepared.
Fight!
Given that we started this stream with me saying we would hope we would witness a burglary, I feel like maybe there was something.
Oh God, the tattoo table!
This is my job.
I feel like there was something you could have done. I feel like maybe.
Jenny, what can we do to avoid this? Because, come on, the tattoo table?
You want a
You
burglar
can
alarm?
definitely protect yourself from the burglar in many different ways. So the obvious one would have been to place a burglar alarm in any room with a door or even outside. By default, placing the alarm will scare off burglars and will make them run away. But handy Sims can also upgrade it to automatically call the cops or to even zap the burglar with electricity so that they drop whatever they try to steal. And for the players
Where's
who'd
her
rather not deal with
lightning?
robbery at all, there's an option to disable
Oh,
theft early in the
yes.
settings. So no burglars,
Oh,
no prisons,
Kendra,
and most
yes.
importantly, no scary music.
I will vote for that request if you put it in.
Seriously, get out. Give me back my tattoo table. Give me back my laptop. Oh, and, you know, a little salt on the wound.
That's a nice little list of all the things that Robin stole.
Oh my gosh.
So upset. So let's go ahead and just take this opportunity to hop into build by and first put down an alarm system because that's not going to happen again. Absolutely not. Let's get some burglar alarm and let's throw that bad boy, the alerts burglar alarm,
right by the entrance. Right by the entrance.
It's so rude.
Oh, bless her.
I don't think the burglar. I don't think Robin has decorum as top of mind.
Yes, no.
And you were talking about the challenge.
Oh, look.
You can find it there. You put the.
Oh, is that the lot
I know.
thingies?
I know that
I didn't expect this. I wasn't thinking about it. I forgot that I
we
put
wanted
this
to
on
have
here.
our new features on here, and then
Been a weekend. I was supposed to do this Friday. I would have
Right,
remembered. All right, I want some grace. Grace chat.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? But since we need to replace all those items, I feel like this is a good time to look at the giant building in the back that's been on and off peaking.
Yeah, you're telling us not to pay attention to it.
In and out, a little bit hard not to. Let me go ahead and just close this. And yeah, let's go ahead and just replace some of the items that were stolen, as well as take a time to appreciate some of the build by items that came with this expansion.
Yay.
So Ava, do you want to talk us through some of the build by?
Yeah, sure. So the idea with this pack was to create a versatile collection of assets so our creators can put together spaces for business or hobbies just in the way they
I like
want.
these. Some nice complementary items as well.
The inspiration behind it. We
Some
wanted
good
to offer the
big
possibility to
shop
decorate
front
our
windows
space
as well.
matching your Sims' choice of personality and style. Specifically for buy, we wanted to cover, for build. This is what we are seeing now. For build, we wanted to cover on one side the more traditional Scandinavian elements, as those beautiful colors, windows, doors,
I like
the
these.
dark roofs.
Oh,
and
the
beautiful,
panelling's nice as well.
Walls with wooden tones as well. A fun fact
We don't have a
about the
lot of
colours in the
successful
walls is
blonde
that
wood in the
I'm not
Sims.
sure if,
I always find it a
our
bit
players
frustrating
know,
to get
but
the
there
right
is,
shade.
This typical color, red color in the Scandinavian houses. This color is a pigment that was coming from the area copper mining, and it has iron oxide, and it's very resistant to protect the goods. So that's why it's widely used in fences or
look at this
and any type
swing!
of outdoor building. So that's very typical of a Scandinavian world.
Excellent.
Then on the we
Hula
also
hoop
have
and
our
lawn darts.
industrial
Of all
and
the strange
minimalist
things, Kendra.
style. We can see it there in the windows.
Yeah, I got you.
Some pipes. Yeah, there, exactly.
No,
So we really
No, go ahead. Sorry.
I just wanted to say that we wanted to bring a good, diverse selection of styles.
Is that new
for this location, but
tiles on the
also to
side
combine
there?
with other packs.
She's there having the bouncing up and down problem, isn't
not a
she?
builder, but this felt like a lot. When
Should
I
I
was
be
just
bitter
creating,
about
this
it? No, I
showroom
won't.
to
I'll
show
be
off,
nice.
some of the build by items.
Geese.
That were
Oh,
coming
geese
in. I
hate
was like,
me.
Man, there's so many
Go
different
for my
colors,
ankles, they
there's so
do.
many different
Every
swatches.
time. Doesn't
I
matter
love
where
that
I
you guys were
am.
thoughtful in terms of even with when you guys did the standard rickety stone walls, you also added a big slab option to do the bottom showcase.
I like
Same
that.
thing for the actual paintings.
I do like that.
Painted stucco. You added the top stucco so that people could do use it however they want. So it was really thoughtful. I just thought that was thoughtful. Maybe I don't know anything because I'm not really deep as a builder, but I felt like that was really genuine and
no, I love that.
nice.
It's little
I
things like
love
that
the new
make a
wallpapers.
big
I love
difference.
these
Oh, it's
wallpapers. I think they're so
wallpaper.
cute and fun and colorful. There's also
Interesting.
new fences. Like, you guys thought of a lot when it came to like adding details to just build.
Oh, look at that fence that's got
to
the
build
lights on. That's
portion.
cool.
Now, getting into the buy portion, boom. Look at all these builds.
Yeah.
Look at all this build buy.
I was gonna also say, like, I love hearing Eva talk about this stuff because, as I mentioned, I'm not really confident in my build abilities. I don't know all the architecture terms or kind of style terms, but the thought that goes into the diversity
Yes.
of types of builds that you can
I've had a
create,
couple of
and
people
the
say
fact
it'd be
that you
really
have
cool
these,
to be
like,
able to do
two
something like
sort of
that.
distinct
Because we've got
styles, right?
filmmaking,
You have
haven't
the
we?
kind
We've got
of, the
acting
simple,
and we've got
Scandinavian
lots
style,
of
but
musical
also the
stuff
more
in the
industrial.
game.
And
Oh, look, a
seeing
new
that
cubicle.
across all of these
Still takes up loads of
build
space.
pieces here, and the fact that for me, again, maybe it's just me, where I'm like, I can see
I
how you could
love
mix and
that
match
we've got
these
this
or really
shallow
go in
wardrobe.
on
I
one
think
of
that
these
sounds
styles for one
brilliant.
of your builds. It's really,
Oh,
it's
I
really
hate
cool
it when
to hear
wardrobes
it
take
from an
up
art
more
direction
space than
standpoint.
is necessary.
All right, you can talk about
Yeah,
the
right.
buy.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And you're right. We wanted to
You are
cover
good at
three different
decorating,
style
Kendra,
choices
definitely.
with the buy stuff, and well, everything in the middle, to be honest. You can go with a clean contemporary Scandinavian style,
It's making
and
my
also
eyes go
with a more
funny.
eclectic and nostalgic line. But last but not least, with the always trendy
I
industrial
wonder how expensive
style.
it is to get into pottery
we
at home.
have been complicating our lives here,
Oh,
but
fireplaces. I saw them on Little Simsy stream. They look so cool.
and also a great variety of swatches that we can see as well.
Yeah, I can try and let you guys see some of these swatches while we're at it. Just for some of the builds and some of the colors. They're just so bright and colorful. I love this new bed. Guys, I'm not going to lie. This is going to be so dumb. I was like, look how nice this bathroom stall is. Like, wait a minute.
That's not dumb. I think if anyone,
No, it's nice.
the Sims player community can appreciate a good bathroom stall. And I also like that this bathroom stall, the door goes further down. I know that'll please some of our European players who have seen our North American bathroom stalls and have been like, that door does not provide enough privacy.
Absolutely disgraceful.
Now, of course,
Such a culture shock when you go to American toilets. You squat down to sit on the seat and you're practically showing your hoo-ha to their entire fucking room.
Yeah, sure. So
And then there's
tutorial
enough
here
bloody
is where your
water in the
Sims
loo
can
to
create
swim in,
ceramics
for
and
God's
level up their pottery
sake.
skill to level 10. You will need a chair placed in front of
Sorry,
you
I didn't mean to
so
go so
you'll
anti-American
use
there,
the
but
clay.
I don't like
Any
American
pottery items
toilets.
made on the wheel will be usable
I mean, I'd
fresh
still
off
use
the
them.
wheel.
I need to stop talking
But
about
if you
toilets.
wanna
I
add
need
a
the loo.
personal touch, you'll also need the kiln, which is right next to it there. And you can add a glaze to your items in a bunch of different colors. And we've also got this very comfortable
Oh, good grief.
tattoo
That's
table.
very,
And
very.
that comes with everything your Sims need to get started giving tattoos. As you can see, there's so many options here to style out your builds, so we can't wait to see your creations on the gallery.
Yes. And
So
of
sorry,
course,
guys.
as
I'm
a
going to need to
reminder,
dive off and
all
pop
of
to the
this
loo.
will
I'll be right back.
available on the gallery after the stream. So let's give him back a table because it's a business. Let's give him back his table.
Losing your table would be bad for business.
I'm telling you, Robin, it's on site. Maeve is gonna get that fitness skill up and it'll never be the same again. And then, of course, we also have these really nice items that are part of the pre-order. So we have the Priscilla statue, which she's cute. Practice makes perfect. Priscilla statue. The Sweet Treats display case. And then this really pretty, beautiful floss lamp, that leans into that kintsugi aspect.
Yeah.
And they all come in like different swatches and colors and clear.
Lovely.
And again, separate from that, I had a lot of fun putting down like just all these items. Again, not a builder, but very much was impressed by the amount of items and like what you guys even allowed for. So just having like different decals, being able to create a sign with different decals.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it might not be the most exciting thing to look at, but these signs from a kind of like business storytelling perspective are some of my favorite things that we were able to get in this pack. You see that there is like a single sign there and then like one that has 3 slots. We let you have these decals slotted into them. These decals match the business logos that you have in your business kind of configuration panel, which means that we wanted to really bring that sense of, oh, this is my business, I'm advertising it, or I'm putting a sign out front that matches in your head what the story of the business might be when you're choosing your logo, right? And I think the flexibility of these, we have these 3 kind of different styles where we have the full color.
Hello, darlings. It's drugs time, by the way.
It opens up the possibility of being able to put these around. I think I saw on your build in the main building that you'd put these decals just on the wall, right? And kind of with arrows to indicate, oh, this side.
Oh, that's better. Suddenly started looking at that cubicle and I came over. Oh, funny.
So, like, so many possibilities here. Not very necessarily exciting to look at just on their own, but really cool. I love these signs.
Oh, that looked like a snake bloody
shows how, like,
skin.
Considerate about making sure that every hobby
It
that is
wasn't, but
available in this
it did look like it.
is able to be turned into a business.
We tried our best.
It's just super exciting. And then I call this wall of the lights.
Wall of the lights.
Wall of the lights, because there's just so many string lights.
Oh, I love that you can make your own patterns with them now.
Yeah, even when you don't intend to necessarily put them together, still looks beautiful.
Wall of the lights.
Imagine what our players can do when they're gonna like
I
take these
can't
pieces, right, and being able
wait.
to
Do patterns.
string them together.
Shitty basement tattoo artist.
Thought went into this.
Love
Do you
it.
guys have any
I love the
items
fact that you can
from
start
this that I should
tattooing
showcase swatches for?
before you've even skilled up.
Eva?
Isn't that awful? You can literally do
Yes,
your first experience of a
I'm
tattoo
particularly happy
straight
with
on
the-
someone's
the
ass.
curtains somewhere there. Those
Oh,
velvet
curtains.
curtains.
You didn't even
See,
put them. You didn't even put them
the
down.
No worries.
Down.
That
Like,
was just-
that's how much stuff is
Mm.
there.
Oh no!
That was a little bit of a.
Oh, I
call
like
out
that
for
little
me, but
desk as
she was like,
well.
you know,
Where are my
my
curtains?
favorite item.
I missed that when they were
Like,
going
oh, you
round
didn't
because I
put down.
That's
dive off.
okay. I got you. That's how much items are in here that even after seeing all of this, I'm still missing some. Let's check out these curtains.
Yeah, there. Because those curtains, we worked with different colors, and we really wanted to have, as I said already, different options of colors. And
There got some good ones there.
that velvet feeling. So I think it can be used in many different businesses.
Please tell me
as
they
well,
have
home
blue.
Too. And we have the coats matching the
Yeah.
same swatches.
Or is
so
that
I
black?
think
No, it was blue,
makes
wasn't it?
a
That's all right.
perfect set that combined it with any other more clean pieces, like with the Scandinavian lines, I think it worked very, very well.
Cool.
These are gorgeous curtains.
They are nice curtains,
Love
actually.
them.
Man. Oh,
Can't believe you almost.
listen. You can tell this is again.
There's too much.
Wait
There's
till
too
I go
much
through
stuff.
Creative Sim. I got you guys. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I
think
love
just
that.
The items are really, really fun. I could already see them existing in builds that I already have.
That is so
So I'm very excited to see
cute.
what the community and what simmers all create using the items from this pack, because there's so many.
There is
different
some cool. Is that the
swatches.
bath?
So thoughtfully
Oh,
put together.
wow.
And again,
I
very
missed
excited about that
loads.
install, which is silly. But
Yeah,
that
what-
is.
I was gonna say, when you get the pack, you gotta explore the swatches, right? We're trying to show everything here. We can't show everything, and one of the things that I really love about the swatches on this pack is there are a lot of basics, a lot of things that are kind of have that simple feel, and then hidden among those swatches, there's some really fun ones. And so, like, you're able to use that same object in so many
Ooh.
different ways.
Ooh.
Correct.
No, I
That's
want the big
exactly
flowers
correct.
on it.
There's
Black
so
with
many.
big flowers.
There's so many. I wish I could just like spend all this time doing this with you guys, but I don't have you guys for all this time.
You mentioned,
You're gonna have to
you
explore
mentioned,
yourself.
you mentioned Create Sim
Yes.
earlier. You said you were a big Create Sim fan.
I love a creative sim. Now, these sims are all fine, so they do not need a makeover.
They're
but
fine.
they are. Is that me? Okay. Anyways, before I lose myself, let's go back to Managed Worlds, because I actually have a
Oh,
family
these two are funny.
that I would like to showcase the creative sim with.
A different family.
A different family.
Okay.
Now, I feel like, have you heard, Simmers, do you know the Spencer Kim Lewis family?
I do. They're a base game family.
Listen, this family to me just screams businesses and hobbies and
Okay.
Nordhaben. Like,
Okay.
you know, they none of them are employed, but I just the blended family. It makes sense to me. So,
Mhm.
and I feel like they don't get enough love. Like we do the goss, you do the pancakes,
Mhm.
we see them all. But
Yeah.
what about the Spencer Kim Lewis?
What about the Spencer Kim Lewis family?
You know Spencer Kim.
They
Lewis
immediately
is
evict them every
prominent.
time and just use the
So,
house.
just to give you a breakdown of who they are, there's Dennis Kim, And Dennis Kemp is the father. And then he has
You
a
could
daughter
make
named
their
Alice
house
Spencer,
into like several
Alice
shops,
Spencer
couldn't
Kemp, who is
you?
married to Eric.
Or like
Eric's
department
mom
stores. We
is
can make
Vivian,
department
and
stores
Eric
now.
and Alice have a daughter named Olivia.
Oh
So
my
they're like a
goodness, we
beautiful blended
could.
family,
You're
and
all
I
caught
just
up.
feel like this family just makes so much sense to explore with the pack, you know?
Okay.
But in order to explore them with the pack, we need to give them a makeover.
Oh,
right?
okay.
I mean,
They look all right.
They look all right, but I feel
But
like
you're saying with some of the creative sim items from businesses and hobbies, you think you can take them up a notch. All right. Show me what you got.
so already 1, 2, 3, bam.
Ooh,
I mean,
okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm loving the beret and
as
that
we go through
funky
creative
hair.
items, there's a
That
lot.
jumpsuit's
So we may not have
awful.
time to go through all the swatches, but I'll do my best to cover them. Plus, I really want to hear what our
Why
devs
do they
have to say,
insist on
just at a
making
high-level
clothes look
vision
like
of what the creative
potato
sim,
sacks on their
items were
Sims?
with this pack. So we're going to start with Alice here. And so, Eva, can you share some of the high-level visions that you had around this?
Oh, I like
of
that.
course. So for this
That's
part, we wanted
cool
to
as
showcase
well.
Sims' business of hobby choices and their personalities. And as I mentioned before,
Okay.
we were inspired by the diversity.
There's some really nice
inside,
stuff coming out in
that
Cass.
we
I
especially
love
see in the Nordic
those
cities. And
clasps on the arms.
Fashion is this awesome mix of clean minimalism and functional
Although,
streetwear, but you can also
why
see
on the
some
arm with a
cool
tattoo?
retro and eclectic vibes that we wanted to bring here as well.
No, I love
think
that
it's all
look.
about effortless chic with functional, timeless silhouettes.
And I
there is
love that
also
you can
this
have
great
with or without
upcycling,
the
which will
clay.
appease
That's
all
really
combinations in the
cool.
outfits that you can see in some of the watches.
That is
We
very
wanted
cool.
to capture that and give players options to play with color palettes and patterns that maybe you cannot expect.
I had so much fun going through these. Now, we're gonna see it through all the families. So as we go along, we'll go. Excuse me, sorry. As we go along, we'll get to see some of the different accessories and different pieces. But I just think these items are
That's
so
a
cute.
really nice vest top. I can actually see myself using
I
that.
love the updates. We got new accessories, so we have a new necklace, we have new earrings. As you guys see, we have a new hairstyle that is available. So
Oh,
I'll
Greg,
just
I've
put
got
it
some
on here
sweets
so
for
you guys
you.
can get a better look at some of the hairstyles that are coming with the pack. PX specific.
Okay, sausage.
This is in Hobbies. Yes, so as you can see, quite a
Hang
few
on a
hairs
sec.
that are available that go across mask and femme styles. So I'm not going to click through all of them now because you'll get to see them on each sim. But just getting you guys like a look at some of these patterns and colors. We also have new athletic wear.
Talking away to
styles.
Greg, he was
We have a new-
downstairs.
Maeve was revealing it a little bit earlier, but we have a new sleepwear set, which I mean, yes, I love when we add more like casual.
Yeah.
And the
That's sleepwear, but that's definitely
then we have a new
loungewear, isn't it?
I love this outfit. I love this outfit so much.
I think the pairing with the hat here that you've done as well is just like lovely.
Beret.
We did a new beret.
Oh, I
which
do
is
like it in
always
dark
exciting.
brown.
It comes in different colors as well to match some of the colors that we have with this pack. So you can really see that like the team was really thoughtful in some of the additions that they were adding in. I love this top so much. But also, speaking of, timelessness, we really get to see it come through with Vivian. So ready, everyone? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Bam.
Ooh,
Look at Vivian.
Oh, nice.
She's so cute. I love the hair so much. I love that we added new glasses. So Ava, do you want to kind of talk to us a little bit about some of those timeless and vintage
It's nice to
styles?
see some fun glasses.
Yes, absolutely. So if I go back to our color choices, we wanted to reflect all those 3 styles that I already mentioned. So we can have bright and fun colors like the light pink or mandarin orange and bright yellow, but there are also toned down options for a more minimalistic vibe. And this
Trousers
is
are
what
nice.
call
I do
vintage
actually like
colors,
those trousers.
and patterns for those looks that we want to have more artsy or
I love
feels.
trousers that hide your shoes
This
because I've got
vintage,
very big feet
pieces
and I
of
always have
colours,
trousers
I
that
think we
hide my
wanted
shoes to the best of my
do it
ability.
in a way that is, of course, it feels vintage, but it
I
combines
don't like that
with
dress.
colours
I've
that
seen it a
goes
couple
very
of
well with
times
the
now
other
and
pieces in the
I don't
pack,
think it
the
flatters
more
any
neutral,
sim
more
who wears it.
contemporary. So we can have that eclectic style that
Why do they
anyone
have
can
to be
choose, I
so
think.
old?
These are so
Oh my
cute. I kind of
goodness.
squealed when I first saw this one because I was like, I
Oh
have
my
this.
god.
I have
This is
this. Like, I
so
actually have this
Barbie.
piece, so it's very exciting to see that we are like, you know, really putting in some modern. This is so cute. These modern
That's
like
not
gingham
modern,
styles
darling.
into it, and of course,
My
I had
nan
give
used
her
to
the
wear
hat,
outfits
had to
like
give her the
that.
new jewelry. We also have new glasses, but there's a specific look that I think was inspired, you know, by the past a little bit.
Okay, yeah, this looks a little familiar.
For the simmers who know, any guesses into? I mean, we've kind of revealed it already in our gameplay trailer, but you know, it's giving a little herbs.
A little herbs?
Oh, okay then.
Okay.
That'd be why I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I'm a big fan. I'm a really big fan of a lot of the pieces that came in here. I think they're like super stylish. They're super cute. We got a new ascot. We got new jewelry. So that's just on the fem frame. So let's get to the bracelets. We also got a cuff,
yeah.
which I
That
love.
on the
a
upper
cuff.
arm, is that the one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I absolutely love a cuff. We also got like I said, the ascot, which let me click to and get us there. Necklace, ascots, and new jewelry.
Oh, look at all these swatches.
Very trendy. Very, very, very. This is so cute.
That is very
this is so
cute. I like that.
I don't think I've like personally ever worn a piece like this, but I would make my Sims wear it. That's for sure.
I think you can pull it off.
Thank you. Thank you. I think you could pull it off as well.
Oh
Scott.
yeah, next stream, both of us.
Now,
Can we get? We'll get the team to pay for ascots.
correct.
Okay,
correct.
cool.
Instead of
Ascot budget coming
Jeez,
in.
so sorry.
And so next,
Accidentally threw my phone across the room, serves me right for trying to multitask.
Like kind of get some credit, but now the masculine items.
Are we going to Eric? Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna go to Eric.
Let me see what
We're
you
gonna
did
go
with
to
him.
Eric.
Let's
Well,
see.
to start, you might notice that he has a different facial hair. So we did
Give him a
offer.
little-
We did bring new facial hair available, but okay,
A
big
little bit of a
overtime.
shave. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, bam.
Oh. Oh my. Oh. Look at this man. Look at this man.
He's so good. I love this fit. I love these fits. I love the pieces. Masculine Sims got a lot of love with this pack. So, do you want to talk to us a little bit, Ava, about? Just
Ooh, look at him!
Again, some of
I
these outfits
love
you
the
see, like,
hat.
a wide
Sorry
range
about
of,
that. I had a
weather,
message I had to
temperatures,
respond to.
season looks. So, do you want to kind of just talk us through that?
Yeah, of course. And yes, you are right. We care a lot about the masculine part of this pack.
Am I the only one that really wants that jacket to just be a little bit longer? Mind you, I suppose they've got lots of jackets, haven't they? This is supposed to be a design, isn't
In that
it?
sense, accessories such as the boots and hats were part of the drill. Beanies, for example, are stuff for here. It's a constant accessory that you can see everywhere, and everyone must have at least
Oh, that's
three.
quite nice, actually.
And we pay special attention, as I said, to the masculine.
I always like
collection.
compliment that their cast
I
is
think
getting
it's always a
better, that
challenge,
their
but
clothes are
we
getting
aim for
better.
a
But I'll be
timeless
honest with you,
wardrobe
it
that
still
fits
isn't the
different
first place I
personalities.
look.
Basic, simple silhouettes with neutral.
Yes,
bright
I
and retro
thought they
tones,
were
as you
very
can see
old looking.
in every
A
single
lot of the
item.
clothes had a
We
feel
carefully
of
selected
being
basics that could
from a
work well
different
with modern
generation
options
rather than
in
being
the game
modern,
as
but
well. And
maybe
in a
I'm
way
of an
that the
age.
same
There you go,
outfit
sweetie.
fits very differently depending on the swatch that you choose. There is specifically this.
I do
coat,
for my sins.
full body.
Fuck's sake, Greg.
Maybe
That's
you
an
can
awful
see
lot of
it.
jelly
That one.
beans.
Yeah, that one. This
They
coat,
taste minging.
If you go through the different swatches, you can see how his
Oh,
personality
so
changes
disgusting.
completely. It's a totally different
There you
person
go, you can take some
depending
stuff
on which
downstairs
one
for me.
he's wearing.
Oh, coffee.
Doesn't
This is
matter
a
now,
nice
darling.
Fit. I love
okay.
the outfits that came into this.
Oh, look at
set
that
with
one.
masculine Sims. I mean, he looks so good. He looks so good. And you guys added actually another weather. When I saw this piece, I was like,
Oh, not this late, no.
Dad? Sorry.
Okay, yeah, just do the
Like,
single
this,
one.
this is how my dad dresses. So I
Cheers.
love it. I love that we're getting like all these updated styles. I think
Actually,
it
that
looks
is a
so
very cool
good on
style.
him. But of course, I gotta keep him in his,
It's
his
just
original
made
fit.
me realise
But we
that
have a lot
Mercy
of
is
outfits that
probably.
came in, like you said,
I'm
we
old enough to be
added
her
new
mother.
hats,
Do you know what I
which
mean?
include a beanie.
I hate it when I come to the
carrying
realisation that I could have
we saw
birthed
and
somebody.
then we just saw the
I
fit.
love that beard,
We
by the
also
way. The
have some
texture
other
on the
styles that I
beard.
put together for you to see. They also got new pants. There was just such a collection of Creative Sim that I was really excited to explore.
I like that.
I
That
mean-
I
That
like.
shirt. It's a little.
If you could make a woman
it's
wear
a little
that.
too sexy.
Hello?
Mm.
Hello?
I think like Jokes aside, I mean that's not a joke that he's burning down the house. But I the same. I'm gonna just be effusive.
Oh, I'm
in my
glad
praise
to
of
see
art
some of the
direction.
skinny
Again,
legs
it's like the
going
same
away.
thing that we saw in our build mode and in our buy mode.
Down with
All of
skinny
the selections here,
jeans.
all of the kind of range of possibilities.
Down with
is really about
jeggings.
telling that story, right, and giving that versatility of having functional pieces, basic pieces that really go well together, go well with everything.
I love that
And then
chain
as you're
and
exploring
anchor.
those
I think that
swatches,
is cool.
as Eva was saying with that coat,
But I immediately want to dress a
finding
woman in it.
personality, finding ways to really pop out the sim in
It
a
just
way
feels
that
so
is like,
androgynous,
oh,
that
and
look,
this
you know?
This changes the way
Don't
that
like the
we
ankle
view,
swingage on those trues. It feels
view
like they've not
them
been
because,
finished,
you know,
doesn't it?
as you know, in real life, fashion,
Yep.
right, is part
That's
of that
kind of what people
statement
wear,
about who you are.
I suppose.
And I
That's
think
more
the
my flavour.
selections here and
We like 'em big
both
and
the
baggy
mixing
in
and
this
matching,
house.
but also just the ways that you can tell these stories of the personality and really see these Sims in Nordhaven with these clothing pieces is amazing. Well
That new watch
done,
then, I take it, by that
and-
zoom in?
and fantastic job, right, on all of these.
We also got a new watch, which I'm obsessed with.
That is a nice
I
watch.
love when we get new watches for men. I think they're so good.
Oh, I
It can,
love
of
that
course, go
red
across
face.
anyone, but I
Immediately
love
goes
them.
to pink.
We also got a new bracelet. Sorry, let me choose an outfit where you can see it. There we go. Where you can see that we also got new.
I like that.
A new bracelet. This is again across both, so masculine and feminine can wear these.
That is very cool.
No,
I love leather
I was really
strand
pleasantly surprised
bracelets,
to
you
see
know.
a lot of the really fun items that came in this pack. I just love this coat so much. I'm gonna
Hey,
keep
little
going
nipple
back to
beanie.
it. I'm just gonna keep going back to it because I just think it looks so good. I think the winter and cold wear are just really, really nice that came with this pack. And so naturally, also can't.
No, I think the
forget Dennis,
men's
you
clothes
know,
seem to maybe be a
Yeah.
little bit
he got
more
some hair plugs.
successful.
We're gonna go. We
okay.
give him some hair plugs.
Oh,
He grew his
okay.
hair out,
Yeah.
which is totally okay.
Yeah.
Just again to show off some of the hairstyles that come with the pack. There is a bunch. We have, you know, a bunch of different styles. Of course, they go across both, if you would like. And so we have this one. We have these. We have this. I love this hairstyle so
Very
much.
fun.
I was like, he has his little sexy grandpa moments a couple of times. So we have that, and then let's see some of the outfits. Of course, you know, I keep him casual. Not everyone could just be like, you know, stunting. But when he has his moment, he has his moment. He cleans up real nice.
Okay.
Yeah, you said because a moment ago you said sexy grandpa and you're going through the looks, and I was like, I don't know if you know
You can't
what
always
sexy
show it
grandpa
off.
means, but yeah, for when he's
I
when
like
he's
it, but
dressing up,
again,
he's also
I'm really
bringing it.
not a fan of swinging
when
ankles.
He's dressing up, he is also
Okay.
bringing it. Actually, while we're
Actually,
on him, let me
I
show
really
off some of the
hate
glasses
those
that come with this because we
True.
actually got like I think 3 pairs of glasses.
Yeah,
with
I
this
love
pack.
these glasses. I was gonna say, Eva, is there a reason we got so many glasses? I think this was something else that you were talking about before with us in terms of the way
You
the
find a lot of
glasses are a
artists
part
have
of this,
slightly
the
more
collection.
extravagant glasses, like they're more likely to
Exactly,
express
Scott.
themselves.
The
That's why my
glasses,
glasses
we
are
really
black
wanted
and
to cover the
non-expressive,
basic
thank you.
Smart glasses in the
Black
pack
like
as
my
part of the overall
soul.
direction.
Hello, Gauchy boy.
I think glasses are one of those
I love
elements
you,
that are
darling.
also a great accessory in the Nordics and can really change.
Back
They
in
can really
second-hand.
change any
Backhand,
outfit's
second-hand.
vibes.
Yeah.
As you can see
They're not
here with the
second-hand.
different swatches,
They're
again with
Oh, my
white.
soul!
That
You
you say
dicks!
that depending on the color, or we have more classic
Oh.
colors, but we also have this.
See,
fun,
didn't your
funny
granddad ever
color
wear tops like
combinations
that? My granddad
bring
did.
a totally different.
So
vibes.
retro, it hurts my back
So
teeth.
we are very happy with this playful
Was he?
set of
Oh,
glasses.
only in the summer do you wear stuff like that. Don't get me
I
wrong.
love
In the
them.
winter,
I
you
love
wore a
the
nice,
different
sensible
looks.
sweater.
There's so many. I wish I could show them all. I really wish I could. There's so much. So I'm gonna just click through a few more swatches for you guys to check it out, and then we'll get into the tattoo paint tool because
Yeah.
that's also new. That's available in the game.
Well, I was gonna say, were we gonna look at because we missed one household member, right? Okay.
I did. We're gonna get to her. Let me do that first.
Okay.
I forgot little Olivia. She's so cute. So for some reason in my game,
Yeah.
every single time she ages up into a teenager, she's a kleptomaniac. So I feel like when I play my game,
Is that how you've dressed her?
no,
Okay.
it's not. But I feel like when I
You know what they say: dress for the job that you want. So
correct.
you dress her as a little thief.
I can. there is a little fit that is here that leans into that theme. Like,
yeah. Okay.
A little prep work. But no. So
but that's not okay. Show me.
Sorry,
show me
I
what
had
you
another
did.
message.
Totally fine. No, but I think that's why I'm just like, oh no, this family's.
I'd say people are used to me finishing at 7, but they're not. They know I'm always going to overrun, so I think I'm just unlucky tonight everyone's reached out at once.
So we have new tots for kids, as well as a new set.
Well, that's...
lots of really cute patterns.
I'm not getting excited about the kids' clothes.
When kids get items too.
That's quite cute.
Really cute
yeah, there's a couple of cute swatches in there, but I mean, a t-shirt's a t-shirt, isn't it?
I really like that.
That's a good idea. I like it. Eva, was there anything?
Unless it says Metallica on it, in which case it's a
t-shirt. And where that was coming from, or inspiration, or sort of.
I like the hair.
What you have to add there.
Yeah, of course. For kids, we follow the same inspiration.
I have been a bit naughty recently, but also I have to say I've been a bit naughty with my start times as well. So
kids' most important job is
I'd say I'll pull my shit together, but I can only hold it together for a couple of weeks and then I'm sliding back on out.
And they come in these beautiful colors and amazing patterns and graphics that we really wanted to bring to the pack as well. So those are the elements that we
I've come to realise, looking back on it, that the only reason I was ever on time for work is when I used to try to get in early. So if I was trying to get in early, instead of being there for 7:30, I'd probably be there for 8.
An everyday fit. I think this is really cute.
And then
I will tell you, my daughter all the time.
If I had to be in for 8:30, I would normally get there by 9.
On some days, for me as
well. So yeah, try and get in early is always the best bet for me.
As you can see, some of our hairstyles also made it down to the kiddos. Very cute. She's so cute. She's so cute despite growing up to be a shady kleptomaniac in my game. My save file. But yeah, let's actually talk a little bit about the tattoo.
Oh, the more I think about it, the more I want to turn the Spencer Kim, etc. house into like a department store or something. See what we can do.
So
I will adapt and challenge.
So with the new categories, you
here we go.
Really clearly see a lot of the work that has been done there in terms of being able to locate, find, and decide where you want to place
this
tattoos.
is so much better, isn't it?
One of the coolest things that I've seen with tattoos now, especially that come with
Good on you, Kylie!
So what we're seeing, what you can do,
and I love you for it.
Put anything you want. She's too cute. I'm not gonna just tattoo her face like that.
Why not?
I've seen players can get super creative. I've seen them create high cheekbones. You could do like a little dimple.
I just really like sculpting using the tattooing tools.
So creative.
Yeah.
Like, I have to say,
I would have never thought of that. Really cool.
It's very, very impressive. Now, I am not one of those people who is the best at that. We give a little kiss mark. No, I'm not going to give her a kiss. Now, I am not one of those people who's super skilled with the paint mode, but I just know I've seen like so many creators do it with like the cats and dogs system and all of that. So I can't wait to see how creators use it on actual Sims.
I'm very excited.
Get on her body. Give her a tattoo.
But in the meantime, let's show off some of the layering that's available.
That actually wasn't a burp. That was just a grumbling.
Let's go to her left arm actually, because I was playing with it and I was like, oh my gosh, you could add. Oop, wrong one. Let me go back. You can add a layer. So by adding a layer, you can actually put tattoos on top of
each other. Yeah.
So I was like having fun, like doing like I was like maybe I'll give her like a little black work or add onto it and get a little dark with it.
Because like this.
I am loving the idea of being able to. Yeah, this is wicked.
Of being able to say, hey,
take a subtle and make it trad, you know.
Yes. And in paint mode, you can do it through that. There's also new stencils. So let's go back.
Okay, so when you go into the paint mode, you can only see the area of the body you can tattoo.
Go to paint mode.
That's good.
We'll zoom in, and then they offered the team. Did great work just offering these options for the people who are not as talented like me, or who will be utilizing that. And then you can actually paint. So let's go ahead and paint. Let's give her just a standard black piece. And go.
Just kind of paint on top of it. And it's like you're a real
artist. Like, my goodness, that is absolutely
look how talented
fucking genius idea.
If you feel like you're not getting
how
missing a part,
good.
Just change the pose to be able to showcase.
That is so cool.
I am so excited to see what Simmers create with this. I genuinely think that we're going to see like a whole new level of crafting with the gallery, especially with the new tattoo category that's available.
Oh my
I've already
gosh.
seen Simmers use it to create, you know, like I said, those high cheekbones, dimples, body scars, any sort of painting. It's just really, really
Kylie,
cool.
I'm a good girl. Oh, I'm so impressed with that, by the way, guys. I am so impressed with that idea.
Pieces, Natalie, that you think we should look at, or just something that you're like, hey, we already saw it, but I really love this one.
Sorry, duh. I was so excited to see this skirt come in.
Not yet, Natalie. Sorry,
Natalie, but I just had to show off the skirt because we gave it.
That skirt is excellent. Sorry.
So there's both. Maybe you want to be a little more conservative, or maybe you want to get a little peekaboo. Okay, Natalie, your turn. Sorry.
Cool.
The asset I was gonna say, I really love it in the like sort of bubblegum pink and green though. Like that combo is so cute.
These are so cute, and like I said,
I don't like that.
There's so many
but I like
to explore.
I
can't even get through all of them.
Oh, I think I'd seen that one before, but the pink version of that one that you were on. This feels a little, I don't know. It's, you know, I have Wicked on the mind. This feels a little bit Glinda coded.
Oh my gosh. Love. I think that this is such a cute. Because Natalie requests, let's go ahead and put her in the bubble gum. It's not really her aesthetic, but we'll let it go.
I kind of think that's cute though.
What the vibe is. I think this is such a cute fit. I would wear this. But now that our Sims are officially stylish enough to live in their newly renovated house,
they're officially stylish enough to live.
The tiny homes that were there. That was part of the update during the 25th birthday.
Yeah.
They look good enough to do it. They look good enough to live in that home. So
I like it. I like the makeover.
I will make sure that we upload that makeover to the gallery so that you guys have it. But before we go, Scott, I actually have 2 exciting things to share that's happening in the Discord right now.
Ooh. Really?
Ooh. Yes, I have 2 very exciting things.
Okay, tell me more.
Okay, so first, we're actually launching a 2-week-long contest in our Discord. So for a chance to win, a copy of Businesses and Hobbies.
Of course.
So all you have to do is share a tattoo that you've drawn or a pottery piece. Hold on, let's end on ink and clay real quick.
Just want to give him a good parting shot.
I want to give him a good shot. Let them see the skyline.
Oh, look at that.
See how
beautiful.
cute how gorgeous this world is. There's so much to see in this world.
Nordhaven at night.
Yes.
That is so gorgeous.
So as I mentioned,
I'm loving this new world. I really am.
On Discord, all you have to do is share a tattoo that you've either drawn, a pottery piece that you've made.
I should put in my kettle, shouldn't I?
And you can have a chance to win
I made a tea pot
and then
at one of these coffee and
maybe twice
pot things. So the pots were made, but you decorated them yourself. And I did it with all black with Birth School Metallica Death on it, which was a t-shirt thing they had going at the time. And it came out so cool. It really did. They glazed it for me and everything. It's wicked. It's one of my fave things.
This is a good way to enter.
Hey, if you don't have cats and dogs, maybe get yourself cats and dogs.
But all you need to do to enter that one is just share your favorite moment from the live stream today.
Two entries if it includes me. That's not true. That's
Do his the boss tattoo. You can always draw the boss tattoo. You can always draw the boss tattoo.
If there are enough entries, I'll get a tattoo. Look for the list. All of that is false. Look for the links to Discord.
We are so holding you to that.
Now. And I want to give a special thanks to our European devs for taking a part in this stream. I know it's evening for them. I'm so appreciative of them joining us, and also from the bottom of my heart, also it has been just a pleasure to work with you on this pack. There's so many more devs that were not on this stream that put their hard work and passion and love into this pack, and I know they're so excited for it to come out and for it to get into players' hands. So a special thank you to our 3 devs who were with us from Europe today. Shenya, it has been great having you with us.
Thank you for having us, guys. It was great to finally show this to everyone. We hope that all Simmers get to enjoy this pack, and see you next time.
Natalie, thank you also for joining us and talking us through the pack.
Thank you so much for having us on. We've had so much fun building this pack for you all, so I hope you guys have a fantastic time with businesses and hobbies.
And last but not least, Eva, what a joy to have you with us as well.
Thank you, Scott and Mercy, and thank you to all the simmers for sharing this time with us. I really want
This
also
has been
to
a lovely
congratulate
one,
and say
hasn't
thank you
it?
to the
I
rest of
really
the
like
team,
Mercy and
because it
Scott
has
together.
been
They're
such a
so
blast to work with
chill,
this
and the other
pack.
guys have
Thank
been
you.
really
That pack-
nice.
Aww.
We can't wait to see all of your creations both in and out of the game.
Yes. The Sims for Businesses and Hobbies is actually available for pre-order right now, but it will launch this Thursday. Thursday, like Thursday.
We'll be
Yeah,
playing on
March
Friday.
6th.
March 6th.
Because it
And if you
never
order by
launches
April
in time
18th,
for me to
you'll
do it
get
on
the special
stream, and then I
bonus
get
content.
told
Right,
off
those
for
three
running
items.
late.
Those 3 items look amazing, all cute. But don't forget to check out our Ink and Clay household. They will be available on the gallery. One Miss Maven deck.
One last look
love-
at them. Thank
look
you,
at this.
chat. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
I'm so
We can't
excited
wait to
about
see
this.
all your hobbies and
And not even
businesses
so much about the
flourish.
businesses. I'm really
Genuinely,
excited
Ken,
about
I am going to now
the
go
creation
swipe
side
that
of things.
social sign that's behind. So
Way!
Dag,
Dag indeed. Oh my goodness, that was so cool, guys. I really enjoyed that. Let me just shut that up. Lovely. That was so cool. I really enjoyed that. They are so relaxing. Sometimes you feel like you're really kind of like fraught on these things because people are trying to get to stuff and they can't find stuff and everything. Those two were so chill that I kind of just feel like, yay, that's cool. We're all good. We're cool. Love it. Yes, so I'm very happy I've pre-ordered. I am going to go with it. Definitely interested in it. Definitely think there's some fun things we can do with it. We may have to try and bend some rules. We enjoy doing that as well. Yeah, ain't that the truth, cowgirl? Well, as I say, I have pre-ordered, so we'll definitely have it in some form to play on Friday. I've penciled it in to be with what's his face, but we might just do it on its own and just have a play with what's there. I'll see how we feel on the day. But obviously this is really, I think, such a cool, positive vibe to introduce this, because I think it needed, people were so excited about the last two, yeah, and the last two were huge changes. This one is a major change, but it's also a way to do a bit more cozy play. I think things like handing recipes down, so cool if you're doing legacy challenges, to be able to pass stuff on and hand it down generationally. I think there's some really nice, soft, touchy, feely loveliness, warmth about it that maybe, I still think the title's wrong. I still think the title is wrong, and I just yeah, I think it's such a pity that they've come up with a title like Businesses and Hobbies when really it is about making hobbies out of your businesses or making businesses out your hobbies. See ya, I know. It does feel like there's more to it now, doesn't there? It doesn't. Again, I know sort of COVID did do a number on all businesses, and I think it still surprises me how much of an impact it had on things like The Sims, because people could work on things like The Sims from home. But I wonder if those limitations on having the structure at home to allow them to build big things like this, maybe The Sims should have held back and waited until it had got stuff right. And maybe that's what we're seeing now. Maybe there's enough bums on seats to make sure things work, that they do what they want to do, and that they're listening to people and trying to provide them with something that they will enjoy. We will wait and see. We will wait and see, my lumpkins. I'm looking forward to this coming out. So, my darlings, tomorrow is Shell Day, and I'm about to disappear off and argue the toss with the mods as to what we're going to do. Because, as you all know, it's always Sophie's fault. So we'll be back here again tomorrow at the usual time for ish. And in the meantime, shall we share some love out there, darlings? Shall we? I think we ought to. Let's go and see who's out and about on the Twitchiverse that we can go, whoopsie, do apologies. We can head off and play with. Who's there? Boot. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm quite tired. I know everyone's like, is she actually going to stop straight away? I am, because I'm a little bit on the tired side and I have chicken feet to bother with. So that takes a lot of concentration. Right, where's my list of people what I have raided recently? Because we're trying to raid lots of different people and get to know lots of different people, because we like to do that. Let's have a nose. I'm so sorry, darling. I'm normally a lot smoother at this. She lied through her teeth. Let's see. Oh, have we been over here recently? I don't know if we have. Let me just quickly check. We have not. We're going to go over and see Queerly Bee, who looks like they're doing some build stuff. Legacy prep. There we go. Okay, my darlings, grab hold of your pearls and raid messages. And we're going to go off and share the love with Queerly Bee. In the meantime, darlings, have the most wonderful of mornings, afternoons and evenings. Whatever it is you intend to do. Until we meet again, please go with love, go with laughter, and as always, go balls deep. See you, darlings.